All right. All right. Sorry. Due to some technical difficulties, I'm a little late. The Chiefs 49ers have already started. So I apologize. Perry, I am geeked out. I am jacked up. This could not go any better for me. We are joining live here. Chiefs versus 49ers. 49ers are received the kickoff, and they're on the 30-yard line. They had a 1-yard loss on first down. Second down, there's a holding penalty, so I believe it's going to be second and 21 here. So I'm a little behind, but I'm good to go now. Going left to right on your screen here. Second and 21 for the 49ers. Brock Purdy's in shotgun formation. Trips to the bottom of the screen. Ricky Purcell to the top here. Brock Purdy back to pass here. He's going to be pressured. He's going to scramble up into the pocket and get a gain of 2. It's going to be third and very long here for the 49ers here. I had some technical difficulties, but I'm here ready to go. Just really quick here. It's going to be third and 19 for the 49ers. 49ers did receive the opening kickoff. Kicked out of the end zone, started off on the 30. First play was a 1-yard loss. Then it was a holding penalty. Now we're looking at third and 19. Ricky Purcell, Brock Purdy, shotgun formation here. It's going to be a handoff to Juszczyk. He's going to break a tackle. He's going to be stopped short of a first down, but a nice gain of 14 yards. Going to be a 4th and 5 here, and the 49ers are going to punt. Nice 3 and out for the Chiefs defense early on. Now, I put some action on the Chiefs early. Right before the game, I got plus 129 thanks to our proud affiliate, BetUS. My $25 wager, if I win, will win me $32. I was going to do some in-game betting if the 49ers scored first. It was kind of the trend. The first 4 games of the season, the Chiefs gave up an opening drive touchdown. I was kind of expecting something similar, and then I was going to do some in-game betting, but I was going to do some in-game betting. It turns out to be the 49ers just going 3 and out. I'm very happy with my bet immediately. Right now, if you wanted to, you could take the Kansas City Chiefs are plus 1.5 at negative 119, or you can go money line at plus 103. So that's where we're at. Daniel made yeah. Absolutely, Perry. It's actually funny. That's the one game I didn't watch. So, but yeah, the Chiefs' run defense and overall is elite. I didn't have a chance to go over my keys to the game. I was having some technical difficulties. Actually, for a while, I was sitting here talking, and I thought I was on. It turned out to be I wasn't. I dropped the ball there, but dropped the ball there. I expect Kareem Hunt to have somewhere between 4 and 7 receptions, maybe even more. Second and 8 for the Kansas City Chiefs here. Patrick Mahomes shotgun formation. Kareem Hunt to his left. It's going to be handoff right up the middle here. He's going to be stopped after a gain of 2. It looks like it's going to be a 3rd and 6 for the Kansas City Chiefs here. And I'm going to go over my keys to the game once we go to a commercial break. But bottom line here is that both teams are going to try and run the ball. I know that you have two really good quarterbacks, but I think the running game is very key to this game. 3rd and 6 here for the Chiefs here. Patrick Mahomes in shotgun formation. P. Ryan's going to enter the game. He's to Patrick Mahomes' left. Motion Hardman to the top of the formation here. Patrick Mahomes back to pass here. He's going to throw it quickly to Hardman. Hardman's got a first down, goes up the sidelines, gets out of bounds at the 36-yard line. It's going to be a first down for the Kansas City Chiefs. Bearded Hipster, welcome back here. Hope Jordan's pulls off. Yeah, that's going to be a tough matchup for the 49ers. One thing the Kansas City Chiefs have done an excellent job of this year is limiting running backs. The rushing yards numbers are skewed because Lamar Jackson had 128 yards rushing week 1, but the Chiefs have limited running backs. The best running back performance was Derrick Henry, 53 yards and a touchdown. So, yes, Andre, I've heard about the rumors. I'm not buying into it personally. But yeah, and the rumors were around last year. They're always going to be around. You gave Ayuk all that money. You drafted the receiver in the first round. We'll see what happens, but I'm not expecting him to move. Patrick Mahomes, he's going to be a handoff right up the middle. Kareem Hunt squirts through the defensive line for a nice gain of 6. It's going to be a 3rd and short here for the Kansas City Chiefs. So it's going to be 3rd and short for the Kansas City Chiefs here as Kareem Hunt leaves. They're going to call it 3rd and 1. The Lions tried to give that game away, giving the Vikings 7 to start the game. Then Demos fumble, scoop, and score. Oh, well, still first place in the AFC. Funk, congratulations. I picked the Vikings. Feel free to rub it in. I picked the Vikings. I missed the last half an hour. Patrick Mahomes in shotgun formation here. It's 3rd and 1 here on Kansas City 44. P. Ryan's going to motion to the top of the formation here. Patrick Mahomes back to pass here. He's going to get rid of the ball. It's going to be incomplete as he was trying to force the ball to Xavier Worthy here. So on 4th and 1, the Kansas City Chiefs believe are going to punt. So not a fan of this at all. Not a fan of this at all. I mean, 3rd and 1. I think this is a situation where you go ahead and run the ball. Bosa did push Mahomes at the end of the play here. One thing about the keys to the game, which I want to go over when we get to go on a commercial break, but yeah, it's going to be a fake punt, and the Chiefs tried a little trickery for a fake punt, and they're stopped short. The 49ers stopped the Chiefs short. The Chiefs get a little tricky with a fake punt. It's going to be a 49ers first down in enemy territory. 49ers were well prepared. Great job by the 49ers here. Surprised. I'll be honest with you. I was a little surprised about this. Jaden Hicks, rookie safety out of Washington State. But the 49ers are ready. So at 9-10 in the first quarter, 49ers are going to take over in enemy territory. Yeah, so what happened is I've seen this happen several times. It looks like it's a Achilles injury. If I went back, so I was watching the Red Zone, and next thing I know, Dorian Thompson-Robinson, DTR, enters the game. So I went back on Sunday Ticket, watched it. It was a non-contact injury. I've seen this happen a couple times. I'm going to be honest with you, just from the way it looks like it's a blown Achilles. I'm willing to bet that he's out for the year. So, yeah, I think so, Andre. I think you're looking at a touchdown, but I wouldn't expect a lot of yards. We're going to find out. It's going to be very interesting if Worthy's going to get double teamed. I don't like that 3rd and 1 pass play, though. Daniels could be hurt. O'Connor for Las Vegas hurt. Watson injury could be. It could be. I'm not sure why they went to Dorian Thompson-Robinson instead of Jameis Winston, but we'll find out. KT, what's up, brother? Yeah, both of them are special players. I might have to do that. Yeah. I have no idea what you're referring to, Barry. If I'm being honest, I did not have an opportunity to see the last half an hour. Last I saw was 28-20. So I'm gonna have to go back. I want to watch a little bit of. I'll be honest with you. I want to watch a little bit of New England Jacksonville, but I'm not sure if I'll get a chance to do that. I'm going to go back and watch what you're talking about because I'm not really sure what happened there. I'm not sure why they went with Dorian Thompson-Robinson over Jameis Winston either. And oh wow, that's not a good thing. Not a good thing at all. Not a good thing at all. All right, 1st and 10 for the 49ers as they are on the Kansas City Chiefs 45 after a failed fake punt here. It's going to be a fake handoff bootleg here. He wants to go downfield. It's intercepted! Intercepted! Chiefs get the interception here. It's going to be Jordan Reed with the pick. Even though they messed up on the fake punt, the 49ers tried to take a shot. Bad throw by Purdy. Really, really bad throw by Purdy. And I was told how good Thomas Jr. was. He is a beast. I have no idea what his numbers are, Perry. I'll be honest with you. Great play by Reed. Yeah. Andre, yeah, great play by Jordan Reed. Really bad throw here. I mean, just that was really bad. They're trying to force the ball into Kittle here. Really terrible throw by Purdy. You're in a situation where you get the ball in enemy territory and then you throw a pick here. It's 1st and 10 for the Kansas City Chiefs on their own 42-yard line following the fake punt and the pick. It's going to be a play action pass here. Mahomes, he wants to go downfield. He fires. He's got Noah Gray wide open. Nice gain by Noah Gray here for a gain of 23. Looks like a gain of 23. They're going to call it 19 yards. I thought it was closer to 23, but gain of 19 yards here. Nice job. No, correction. It's a gain of 31. I'm going to get my numbers right here. Anyway, the Chiefs are now officially in Harrison Butker field goal range. 1st and 10 for the Kansas City Chiefs on the 49ers 32-yard line. Patrick Mahomes is going to enter the Patrick Mahomes is going to go under center here. He's going to motion Worthy and Travis Kelce to the top of the formation. It's going to be play action pass here. They're going to try to get the ball to Worthy in the open field. Worthy slips and falls down after the catch, a small gain of 4. So, oh yeah. At Perry, by the way, I've been saying this for months, and don't say anything bad about Will Levis to the Tennessee Titans, but this was going to happen eventually, and I think the Titans will continue to look better. That was a tough matchup, first start on the road at Buffalo. That's tough. That's tough. Patrick Mahomes shotgun formation, 2nd and 4 here for the Kansas City Chiefs here. Patrick Mahomes back to pass here. He's going to take a shot downfield to Xavier Worthy, but he is covered. Very nice coverage on Xavier Worthy. Here it's going to be 3rd and 4. Yeah, I think this is kind of going to be by design. I think that what you're doing is a little like, hey, we got this speedster. Watch out. And then I'm expecting a lot underneath stuff. I expect Kelce, Gray, Juju Smith-Schuster to go ahead and make a move here. It's going to be trips at the bottom of the formation here. They're going to motion Worthy to the top to join Travis Kelce here. 3rd and 4 for the Chiefs here. Patrick Mahomes back to pass here. He's getting pressured. He's going to run here. He's got a first down. And he's going to be tackled by Fred Warner after a gain of 6. It's going to be a Kansas City Chiefs first down inside the red zone. It's going to be on the 19-yard line. Funk, I'm going to have to watch that. Last I saw 2020. Miami is going to be in post-suit, waiting on Hill to lash out. I don't know the extent of the Tyler Huntley injury. I'm going to find out. I do know that Mike White went ahead and entered the game, and I don't know if Tyler Huntley came back in at the extent of his injury. Patrick Mahomes back to pass here, pressured by Bosa and sacked. Early on Joey Bosa is having a massive impact on this game early on. Joey Bosa, because the 49ers are putting pressure on Kansas City with just 4. And this was smart here. Isolate Bosa one-on-one against second-year left tackle Wanda Morris. And, yeah. Nick Bosa, Dan, did I say Joey Bosa? It's Nick Bosa. And it's an interception. You're ahead of me. Oh no, man! You're ahead of me. I wonder if there's anything I can do because yeah, you're like a couple plays ahead of me, Andre. And it was a tipped pass interception, and yeah, I'm gonna see if I can refresh here. I'm on YouTube. No, that's all right, but that's all right, bro. It's all right, brother. I'm on YouTube TV, and it looks like I'm a little behind. I'm gonna refresh and see if I can get ahead, and now I'm getting an error message. So I can't even, all right, so bear with me here. I'm having technical difficulties, but I will do my best to be back here soon. So, no, that's all right, man. So I use a streaming service, and I've been thinking about switching over because I've had a lot of you guys tell me that I'm a few plays behind, and that's something that I've been trying to work on. So I got it. So I'll be a few plays behind. By the way, Andre, chime in whenever you want, man. This is supposed to be more of an interactive thing rather than just listening to me talk. But yeah, absolutely. I never want this to be a situation where it's just me talking right now. But yeah, I probably should sign up. The reason why I do it like this is so it's just easier for me to go ahead and have access to all the games. I have the Sunday ticket and unlimited DVR, which is really, really, really cool. But yeah, when I do play by play, I'm a little behind you guys. So right now, if you want to put action on the Chiefs game with BetUS, you can take the Chiefs plus 2.5 at -119. The money line's still 108. So yeah, YouTube has a few second delay, unfortunately. Yeah, I know they're working on it. By the way, if you're interested, you could also take the Rams right now, -3.5, and it's locked up right now, the money line, but you could actually take the Carolina Panthers plus 16.5. So, but I want to get to my keys to the game here. And it's kind of funny because I was going to go with turnovers, but the keys to the game, I'm start with the 49ers. And one thing that they are able to do successfully is you want to put pressure on Mahomes with 4. If you have to blitz, you are you're not going to be able to do it. So. Andre asked the question, Dan, where'd Kyron Williams come from? Was he good in college? Did you rate? I was really high on him. He went to Notre Dame. I was really high on him. The only issue I really had with him is that he's not a big dude. He's like 195, 205. This is a guy that doesn't have a lot of size, but he was wildly productive. He's a pure 3-down back. If I remember correctly, I think the Rams drafted him in the 3rd or 4th round, and that's kind of where I saw him at. I really didn't see him as an every down back only because of his size. Brock Purdy back to pass here. He's going to hit Brandon Ayuk for a nice gain here. It's going to be a 8-yard gain here. So I think that's how the Giants, yeah. I mean, listen, there is a blueprint to beat the Kansas City Chiefs, and when we go on commercial break, I'll go over that. But yeah, excellent vision, runs really hard. I just thought we were I thought it was just a size issue that really kind of kept him out from being a 1st or 2nd round player. Really, really good player. Absolutely. That's a Spag special. That's a Spag special. So yeah, the stream has the stream has a delay also. I didn't know that. I didn't know he was ill, but they're showing him on the sidelines. It looks like a flu-like type symptom. So, yeah, amazement, man. I'm sorry, dude. I really feel bad. I was watching that game. Everything that I thought would go wrong for Seattle didn't. Leonard Williams played really, really well. Boy Mafe had that strip sack that ended up being a touchdown. The defensive tackle they came over from Jacksonville had an impact. I man, I hope that you didn't listen to me and took action. So man, good job, good job. I say this all the time. I'd much rather you not listen to me than win than listen to me and lose. So I'm glad you did that. You took the under in this game. I think that's going to be a good game. I think it's going to be smart early on. Both defenses are playing really, really well. It's 4th and 1 here for the Niners. They are going to punt and almost blocked by the Kansas City Chiefs here. It's going to be a fair catch here for the Kansas City Chiefs at looks like the 7-yard line here. So we're going to take a commercial break with 4:10 left in the first quarter. It's going to be Kansas City, San Francisco tied at 0. All right. There is a blueprint to beat the Kansas City Chiefs. I'm going to go over this. I got the under the Colts-Dolphins game. Nice. I took Kansas City at plus 129 money line, and I still recommend it. If you use BetUS, my link below here, you can, let's see, right now you can take Kansas City. Right now Kansas City is money line. Geez, what the hell happened here? I hit a button here. Hold on here. Why can't I just, okay, hold on. All right. So sorry. So if you want to do Kansas City money line right now, it's negative 133. So, but I got Kansas City when it was plus 1.5. It's now minus 1.5. So I think the NFL has a better position, guys. Jeffrey, I've been saying this for a long time. What it is that they've eliminated, and it's the NFL Players Association limited padded practices, and I think you need to have more padded practices, not less. And I think that's the reason why we're having a lot of injuries. I have no idea why the helmets pop off so easily. Also, playing on natural grass would really help too. But you're right. You guys have to let me know. Let me know what's going on. Right. I mean, you could, by the way, you could take you could take Carolina plus 16.5. Gardner M looks bad this season. I thought he would be solid for Vegas like he was with the Colts. Yeah, Perry, I agree with you. They shouldn't have benched him. I think they should have stayed with him and just worked on it. But I want to go over Chiefs Niners, and there is a blueprint to beat the Kansas City Chiefs. Number one, you have to put pressure on Patrick Mahomes with 4. You can't blitz him. If you do that, if you blitz, it's over. Second thing you want to do is you want to force mistakes. Patrick Mahomes thrown an interception in every single game this year, including this one. That you want to stick with that. So, yeah, he was earlier in the week, but I think he's going to play. Patrick Mahomes is under center here. It's going to be a handoff to Kareem Hunt. He's going to power forward here. Keeps powering forward for a gain of about 5. Nice run on first down for the Kansas City Chiefs. So here's the deal with Juju Smith-Schuster. He was injured during the week. It looks like he's re-aggravated the injury. I expect him to be back in. Even though he's on the sidelines right now. I think that he will come back in. Right now, the Chiefs are going with 13 personnel and Sky Moore. It's going to be another handoff to Kareem Hunt. He's going nice tackle. I can't see who that was here. Mustafa from the safety position. That was just a fantastic tackle. It was well blocked play by the Kansas City Chiefs. So. You're okay. Awesome. This makes me feel really good. I think I'm probably behind you a little bit here. Gators bank Kentucky. I didn't know that, Denver Gator. 3rd and 3 for the Kansas City Chiefs here. Shotgun formation here. Empty set here. Trips to the top of the screen here. It's 3rd and 3 for the Kansas City Chiefs here. And their play call is going back down to 1 here. And Patrick Mahomes under pressure here. He's scrambling up. He's going to go down. The key to beat the Kansas City Chiefs revolves around putting pressure on Mahomes with just 4. And the 49ers are able to do that very, very consistently today. Very consistently. And it's kind of a shame here because it looks like Travis Kelce was open for the first down. It's just Patrick Mahomes had some problems here. Great job by the 49ers defense as they've come ready to play. Leonard Floyd was on the sack. And Chiefs are going to go ahead and punt after a quick 3 and out. Quick 3 and out here. And Kansas City Chiefs are going to punt. Punt is away. It's a nice punt here. It's going to be a free. It's going to be a catch here. Fair catch, but one of his own players almost ran into him. So 49ers get excellent field position as we go to commercial break. Here's how you beat the Kansas City Chiefs. I'm going to try to get this out. Put pressure on Patrick Mahomes with just 4. Force picks. You got to put up some points against Kansas City Chiefs. You've got to put up some points against Kansas City Chiefs. Sooner or later, even if they make mistakes, even if you put pressure on Mahomes, sooner or later, Patrick Mahomes will make some plays. Sooner or later, Patrick Mahomes will make some plays. CCH Carlos Edwards-Helaire is not going to play today. Carson, the Man of Steel, is, but he hasn't been on there yet. So I got to watch the end of that game. I'm going to have to find out for myself. Next couple of games are no joke. By the way, it was kind of funny. I was talking to somebody else, and I said the same thing I've told Denver Gator over the years. I fully expect Florida to make a coaching change, and Deion Sanders makes a lot of sense. However, with Florida State going 1-6, but it would not surprise me if Deion Sanders is talked to by Florida and Florida State here in the next, probably after the season. I actually don't. I actually don't expect the Chiefs to make any moves. The reason being is you brought in Kareem Hunt. You brought in Juju Smith-Schuster, and you have Hollywood Brown, who's going to come back late in the year. The Chiefs run a very complex offense, bringing in a new player at the trade deadline. I really just don't see it. It is possible. Deontay Johnson from Carolina, I think, would be a nice piece. But one thing the Kansas City Chiefs have always done is done a good job, at least the last several years, building through the draft. I'm kind of thinking that's kind of the direction that they go in. I would love to hear more about this. You guys keep me informed, but I'm gonna have to watch that. I'm gonna have to watch. Last I saw was 28-20. Going to be a play action pass here. He's got time. He's going to fire downfield. He overthrows Kittle. And early on, the 49ers look like they are going to be targeting Kittle. There is a flag on the play here. Let's see what this is. Early on, it seems like what they want to do is target Kittle. 49ers really need to be a balanced type of offense. This is very, very important for the 49ers because the Kansas City Chiefs have done a fantastic job stuff and run. This is going to be a pass interference. It's going to be on Jordan Reed, who had to pick earlier. And what it is that he's called for pass interference. He's going to argue, but that's an excellent call. Excellent call here. It's going to be a 1st and 10 for the 49ers here. Really, really, I don't disagree with that call at all. So. I'm going to have to watch that. Another throw here. It's going to be tipped and almost picked off here. So we've had several deflections here. I'm going to have to watch this. Amazement. As long as we're first in the NFC, I can live with the weird stuff. I can't wait to watch it. Be careful. It's only first. Kyron Williams is really good. You're in the first quarter. 2nd and 10 here for the 49ers in enemy territories. They're on the Chiefs 41-yard line. Purdy's in pistol formation here. It's going to be handoff to Mason here. He's going to cut through the line of scrimmage, but only get a gain of 4 here. The Chiefs run defense, one of the best units in the National Football League. It's going to be 3rd and 6 here. Very key 3rd down here. I like that we just sacked Darnold after. I can't wait to watch it. I can't wait. I can't wait. Last I saw was 28-20. Great job after you're down early, 10-0. Just then it was 21-10. So I can't wait to watch it. 3rd and 6 here. Brock Purdy in shotgun formation, trips to the bottom of the formation here. Purdy's got time to throw, just throws it right in the dirt here. It's going to be a 4th down. Kind of interesting territory because it is a very long field goal, but you're on your 3rd kicker here. It wouldn't even surprise me if the 49ers go for it here. It's going to be 4th and 6. And because you have your main kicker, Moody, is down. Your backup, so they just signed this guy, and apparently they're going to give him a go here. I'm a little surprised about this. It is 4th and 6, and Anders Carlson, he just signed this week. He's in for a long field goal here. The kick is up, and it looks like it's good. 55-yard field goal for the guy just signed this week. 49ers get a 3-0 lead. And you know what I'm going to do now that the Niners went ahead and took the lead here. I am going to go ahead. I'm heading over to BetUS. Do I take the money line or do I take the +2.5? I can get 2.5, and I could also get +111. I already made that. So you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to put a little action here on +2.5. Wait a minute. I want to risk 25. That's where we're at. And I made a bet here. So I got Kansas City Chiefs +2.5. So. And the bet takes a little bit of change here. So I got +2.5 at -114. Apparently I do it again. So. We're on a commercial break, so what I'm doing is with the 49ers scoring, I'm putting some action on Kansas City. I feel really, really good about the Chiefs. So basically what I did is I have 2 bets on this game. I got a Kansas City Chiefs straight bet, and I got a Kansas City Chiefs at 2.5. So I got 2 bets here on my Kansas City Chiefs. One was a money line, and then one I got Kansas City Chiefs at +2.5. So I'm having a little fun today. Hopefully my Kansas City Chiefs can come through. Hopefully the Kansas City Chiefs can come through. If you're interested, you can take the Carolina Panthers +24.5. Might be interested if you have a backup quarterback there. Right now, you could also get the Rams at -3.5. I have no idea why, because they're down 3-0. Why the money line's at -217? My guess is that the Rams are driving. So it may take 11, 12 wins to win this division. Absolutely. Can that absolutely? You know what? It's never happened that all 4 teams of the division have been to the playoffs, but 3 teams can make it happen. It's happened before. I'm just drawing a blank exactly when it happened, but yeah, it has happened before. It has happened before. I'm just drawing a blank of when it happened. So. It could. ASU is holding open. So yeah, there's been several times colleges have just held an open competition for a kicker, and whoever wins gets a scholarship. University of Florida, back in the Steve Spurrier days, he thought it was a waste of a scholarship, so he really didn't care. Just he thought that he could just bring kickers in left and right. Different schools do it different ways, but. Packers winning the North. Let's go. I love it. I love it. Amazement. You may be right about the last win. That to beat Florida State, South Texas, Georgia, Ole Miss. Ew. Oh my God. I didn't know schedules that bad. Austin, what's up, man? What's up? All four teams. Yeah, they could. Patrick Mahomes is under center here. He's going to motion McCole Hardman. It's going to be play action pass. So a little screen to Noah Gray here. He's going to jump over the defender, get the first down out to the 41-yard line here. Second reception for Noah Gray on the day here. It's going to be 1st and 10 here as we go under 1 minute in the first quarter. I love seeing a strong NFC North. They finally gave Josh Jacobs a full workload today, paid dividends. Great performance by him. Hopefully you started him. Yep. Patrick Mahomes back to pass here. He's going to go downfield. It's Noah Gray again inside enemy territory. Another first down for the Kansas City Chiefs. Noah Gray is having a quarter, folks. It's 3 receptions for the fourth-year tight end out of Duke. Player signed a nice 3-year, $19 million extension this offseason. Extension I wasn't sure we would see, but as we're going to go to the end of the first quarter, the bad guys are up right now. It's 3-0 49ers as we go to commercial break as one quarter has ended. I know that having a loss in divisional game doesn't help. Every loss of the Browns takes, it's always Kevin should be fired. Do people not realize he's the best coach they've had since they were in Baltimore? Jeffrey, you're right. I thought, you remember he was coach of the year last year, and I thought he did a great job considering the circumstances. I got to watch a little bit of the game. I mean, the Achilles injury, that's bad. You guys will have to tell me, but I'm just telling you from what I've seen, and I've seen this happen a handful of times. I think it's a ruptured Achilles tendon. It was a non-contact injury, and I think he's out for the year. I was a little surprised they put in Dorian Thompson-Robinson instead of Winston. We'll have to find out, but I'm just telling you right now, in my opinion, I've only seen this happen a couple times, but it looks like he's going to be out for the year, but somebody would have to tell me. I don't know. I don't know. And then, going forward, they had to figure things out. But with Watson being out, that's going to be tough. Nick Chubb came back. He looked okay. I expect him to keep looking better. But when you move on from your starting quarterback, there's going to be issues and problems. So Washington has talent. I really thought that they would hover around 500 this year, but we'll see. Dan, did you know it's the first time since the realignment of the divisions, all 4 teams had 4 weeks? No, I did not. But it's really fun to see all 4 teams in the NFC North doing well. And it's funny because they're all different types of teams too. I mean, you have Chicago, I think, with the best defense, an exciting young quarterback. You have Green Bay, a relatively balanced team, a lot of offensive weapons, talent on defense. You have Detroit, a team led by a really, really awesome offense and young playmakers on defense. Minnesota, led by a great defense and a quarterback who's bounced around. I think it's a great story. I have to finish watching that game. We come back here. Kansas City takes over at 49ers 39-yard line here. It's 1st and 10 for the Kansas City Chiefs. Mahomes under center. It's going to be an end around to McCole Hardman. He's got running room. He's out to 30, 25 to the 20. Inside the red zone here. So McCole Hardman takes the jet sweep, goes around for a nice gain of 20 yards here. Nice job by the Kansas City Chiefs keeping. This time what they did was really interesting is that they didn't block the defensive end. I believe that was Bosa. They said, hey, we can't block you. We're not going to block you. They use his own aggressiveness towards him here. Very nice job here by the Kansas City Chiefs offense as they enter the red zone here. 1st and 10 for the Kansas City Chiefs on the 19-yard line here. Patrick Mahomes under center again. He's going to hand off to Kareem Hunt, who gets hit, bounces out. He got hit behind the line of scrimmage, bounced forward for no gain. Great job by the Niners defensive line. Really good job by the 49ers front four. Really good job by the 49ers front four. They're just really doing a fantastic job on this Chiefs offensive line. Really good job. 2nd and 10 here for the Kansas City Chiefs here. Patrick Mahomes is going to go in shotgun formation. Motions Kelsey to the top, so it's trips to the top here. No great to the bottom here. Patrick Mahomes back to pass. It's going to be a little screen to Kareem Hunt. They read this perfectly. There is a flag on the play. We're going to see what this flag is, but Winters read this perfectly. If the penalty is on the Kansas City Chiefs, I fully expect 49ers to decline this as it was a 3-yard loss. It's offsides against the Niners. Big penalty because instead of 3rd and 13, we're now looking at 2nd and 5. And Nick Bosa jumped off sides there. The penalty is going to be on Bosa. They're showing Shanahan. He does not look happy right now. Neither is Nick Bosa, but 2nd and 5 here for the Kansas City Chiefs here. Patrick Mahomes in shotgun formation here. 2 tight ends to the bottom, 2 receivers to the top. The motion Worthy here. A little pop pass to Worthy, get him in the open field here. He's going to get a 1st down before he's pushed out of bounds here. It's going to be 1st down for the Kansas City Chiefs. It's going to be 1st and goal at the 8-yard line here. Nice little pop pass here. I would call this a running play, but it's going to go in the stat sheet as a pass play. It's going to go in the stat sheet as a pass play. So if you have Xavier Worthy on your fantasy football team and you're in a PPR league, that is going to count for you. It's going to be 1st and goal for the Kansas City Chiefs here at the San Francisco 8-yard line. Patrick Mahomes is under center. Kareem Hunt 7 yards behind him. And it's going to be a flag, another flag on the play here. Kareem Hunt got a gain of 3 yards. We're going to see what this flag is. It looks like they're going to motion offsides. Bosa's mouthing, "Is it me?" Yeah, dummy, don't line up offsides. It's not that hard. But it's going to be another offsides penalty here. It's going to be 1st down. Half the distance to the goal line here. I don't know if it's okay. They're actually going to call this on. I believe that's Givens, the defensive tackle on the 49ers, jumped off sides. But 1st and goal here for the Chiefs at the 4-yard line. They're going to get a little creative here, and it's going to be a little razzle-dazzle. Kareem Hunt, and he corkscrews himself to the 1-yard line here. It's going to be 2nd and goal for the Kansas City Chiefs at the 1-yard line here. Is Carson Wentz got his first snaps in the regular season here. Kansas City Chiefs doing a little trickery, something they like to do from time to time. I didn't like it with the fake punt, but Wentz and Mahomes at the same time here. A little fun here as Kansas City Chiefs like doing things like this. So it's going to be a 2nd and goal for the Kansas City Chiefs at the 1-yard line here. It's going to be Kareem Hunt and Carson, the man of steel, as Perry likes to say, in the backfield here. And it's going to be a flag here. We're going to whistle to play dead as the Kansas City Chiefs were going to use a little razzle-dazzle again. It turns out to be 12 men in a huddle. Actually, it's not a bad penalty from the way it looked. If the play would have went ahead and ran, it would have been a touchdown pass to Xavier Worthy. It looks like he was open in the flat. But it's going to be 2nd and goal from the half-yard line here for the Kansas City Chiefs. One thing about this is a little interesting note here is that the clock's going to continue to run, kind of ticking down, being that's in the 2nd quarter. It's not that big of an issue, but Second and goal here for the Chiefs at the half-yard line. Patrick Mahomes is going to be in shotgun formation here. He's going to motion Worthy to the top of the formation. It's going to be a little handoff to Kareem Hunt. Touchdown, Kansas City! Touchdown, Kareem Hunt! Chiefs! Yes! Chiefs get into the end zone. It's 6-3, awaiting the extra point. Good guys get on the scoreboard finally. It's a 6-3 with 11:24 left in the second here. What you do here is, this was a nice job by the Kansas City Chiefs blocking scheme. Kansas City Chiefs, excellent play here. Harrison Butker is going to line up for the extra point. It's going to be 6-3, but we're going to see if Harrison Butker can complete the touchdown and go up 7-3 here. 11:24 is left in the second quarter. Harrison Butker's kick is up and away. It is good. Chiefs 7, 49ers 3. We're going to take a commercial break. When we come back, some more football here. We got a good one, folks. We got a good one. What did we think of Lagway and his video game numbers last night? Kid that's cannon front arm has the best deep ball. I have no idea who you're referring to. I did watch a little bit of Tennessee and Bama in your quarterback. Denver Gator, I got to call you. We got to talk. Listen, somebody needs to talk to that quarterback for Tennessee, because that's a future NFL tight end. He isn't that future as quarterback, at least from what I saw. He puts on some weight. That's an NFL tight end all day. And somebody needs to talk to him fast. We'll talk about that. Amazement, yeah, that's why we win. Why we need to win the South, since the North is so tough this season. Thankfully, Atlanta lost today, so Baltimore game's kind of a freebie if we lose tomorrow night. Yeah, I mean, it's going to be interesting because a couple of years ago, there was a team in the AFC that had 10 wins and didn't get in. This year, it's going to be the NFC. There's going to be a 10-win team in the NFC that's not going to make the playoffs, that would probably make the playoffs in the AFC. And it's kind of a shame, but it's just the way things are. There was one year the New England Patriots, remember when Brady was injured and Matt Castle took over, the New England Patriots were 11-5 and didn't make the playoffs. We could see something like that. Yeah, I mean, it's a shame. They've just been injury riddled. Now the thing with Deshaun Watson, I'm telling you, I've seen this happen a few games, and I think he's out for the year. So we'll find out. He must be the core. I need to watch that game. I need to watch that game. I didn't watch it. I watched a little bit of college football yesterday. I have Texas and Georgia on DVR. Didn't have a chance to watch it. Watched a little bit of Tennessee and Alabama before I went to work. I actually didn't know who won until afterwards. I saw some highlights. Tennessee, big win for the Vols. Tough for Alabama, but I mean, what'd you think about after you lost Saban? You didn't think that things were going to continue. Mertz got hurt because I wanted to see Lagway. I gotta see this here. I gotta see this. It's not going to be the last game for his career, but it'll be last. I think it's going to be last game this year. That I'm telling you right now, I've seen this happen a handful of times. It's very rare, but it was a non-contact injury. It looked like a ruptured Achilles tendon, which he can't come back this year if that's the case. I've only seen this happen a handful of times, but I have seen it happen and saw the same way. It was a non-contact injury, and he reached down immediately, like for his ankle. It looked like an Achilles tendon rupture. Like I said, I've seen this happen a handful of times. I think his season's over, but I don't think it's his career. 1st and 10 for the 49ers. Brock Purdy back to pass here, and he's going to hit George Kittle out on the flat. And they are really targeting Kittle quite a bit today. It's really interesting, but his 2nd and 2 for the 49ers. For more context, since 1970, KT with some facts here. I love this stuff, KT. Since 1970, no divisions had every team make the playoffs in the same season. I would love to see it happen. I don't think it will. I think somebody will fall off, but we'll see here. 2nd and 2 for the 49ers here. Purdy's in shotgun formation here. He's back to pass. He has time here. The ball's going to be deflected. I think it was George Karlaftis there. Got the deflection here. 3rd and 2. They're showing Chris Jones. I thought it was George Karlaftis on the deflection here. It was Chris Jones. No, it was not. Brock Purdy threw the ball right in the back of a 49ers helmet. I can't tell who that was. I believe that was a rookie 3rd rounder out of Pooney. I believe that was, Pooney, the 3rd round pick out of Kansas, playing some great football, by the way. It's going to be 3rd and 2 for the 49ers. Brock Purdy in shotgun formation here. Chiefs bring 4. Purdy's got some time. He releases it. Brandon Ayuk, and he drops the, oh, wow. Oh, no. He really beautiful throw. Beat Trent McDuffie, and it went right off his hands. I guess that $120 million makes you have, gives you the dropsies, but 4th and 2 here for the 49ers, 10:36 left in the 4th, and 49ers lining up for a punt. As we saw earlier today, you never know what's going to happen. 49ers are going to punt the ball here. It's going to be McCole Hardman. He's going to take the punt at the 15. He's going to go to the 20, cut outside to the 25. He's got some room, 30. He's the 40. He's the midfield. He's the 40. Cuts back inside and going to be down to the 30-yard line. Beautiful punt return by McCole Hardman. 55-yard punt return in enemy territory. 10-21 left in the 2nd quarter. We're going to commercial break. It's going to be first and 10 inside enemy territory. As McCole Hardman has a beautiful 55-yard punt return. We're going to take a commercial break. When we come back, Chiefs in enemy territory. The Browns won't cut them, but I mean, we'll find out. We'll find out, man. Yeah. Okay, I thought they were going to a commercial break. I guess we're not. 1st and 10 for the Kansas City Chiefs here at the 30-yard line. San Francisco 30-yard line. They're in motion. Kelsey back to the top of the formation. 2 tight ends to the top, two wide receivers to the bottom. And it's going to be a nice 5-yard completion to Taylor Swift's boyfriend here. It's going to be a 2nd and 5 here for the Kansas City Chiefs. So, the 49ers have had some special team struggles this year, including 3 kickers, but big punt return in enemy territory, a nice break for the Kansas City Chiefs. One the 49ers really couldn't afford to make. 2nd and 5 here for the Kansas City Chiefs here. Patrick Mahomes in shotgun formation here. He's going back to pass here. They were trying to set up a screen to Kareem Hunt. Excellent job by the 49ers reading this. Excellent job by the 49ers reading this screen here. I got to see this Lagway kid. At Dan and Denver Gator, I don't think Sanders is a good fit for Florida. I actually want to talk about that because it's interesting that you would say that. But I want to touch base on this here. I'm start this comment. I'm going to come back to it. 3rd and 5 here for the Chiefs here. Patrick Mahomes, he's going to scramble. It's going to be a little shuffled pass to Xavier Worthy for the 1st down. Little backyard football for the 1st down. First down inside the red zone for the Kansas City Chiefs. Kareem Hunt is on a terror. I'm starring this comment because I want to come back to this. Dan is obsessed with Sanders going to Florida. The idea makes my skin crawl. He says, I hope you got him. You're right. Oh, wow. True freshman? Patrick Mahomes here, a little end around to Xavier Worthy. The 4-2-1 guy breaks a tackle here, drilled after a nice gain of 6 here. A very nice play by the 49ers secondary here. But after a gain of 6, it's going to be 2nd and 4 inside the red zone here. Xavier Worthy, Mr. 4-2-1, but not the biggest guy in the world. just got by the way, that is a beautiful form tackle by Mustafa. Like, if you were to draw up how do you tackle somebody, that's it. 2nd and 5 here for the Kansas City Chiefs. They're going to go 13 personnel here. It's going to be a handoff to Kareem Hunt. He's going to cut through, but he's going to corkscrew himself and fight for yardage, but he's going to be short of the first down. It's going to be a 3rd and 2 here for the Kansas City Chiefs here, and we're going to find out what they're going to do here. I don't expect, if it's 4th and inches, I don't expect Kansas City to go for it. The defensive line for the 49ers are playing out of sight right now. I kind of expect Kansas City, if it's not a first down, to just take the easy 3. 3rd and 3 here on the 49ers 10 here. The Chiefs are going to go with 3 receivers to the top of the formation. Travis Kelce to the bottom here. And Patrick Mahomes is going to take a timeout here, as he does not like what he's seen. It's going to be a 30-second timeout for the Kansas City Chiefs. And here's what they were doing is they had Travis Kelce to the bottom. They had trips to the top. And I think that what they were trying to do was exercise what's commonly called a rub route or a pick play. And I think that what the 49ers may have called that, rub or pick. And that's why Patrick Mahomes called a timeout. Again, this is pure speculation, but usually when you see a tight bunch formation on one side and you got Travis Kelce on the other, one of the things Kansas City's like to do is run crossing routes to try to isolate one of those guys. By the way, after that tackle, Xavier Worthy's on the trainer's room, or he's on the bench, and they're taking a look at him. And the trainer's over talking to him. Hopefully he's okay. Same thing here. Trips to the top of the formation. Travis Kelce to the bottom here. Patrick Mahomes back to pass here. It's going to be a little dump out to Kareem Hunt. And Kareem Hunt's going to get the first down. Somebody read that perfectly, but Kareem Hunt had a nice jump cut to avoid a 2-yard loss and get that first down. It's going to be 1st and goal for the Kansas City Chiefs. Really great job here. I missed who jumped out there. Somebody read this perfectly. He flew right by here. It wasn't Fred Warner, but somebody flew right in there, read that. But Kareem Hunt, very nice play. It's going to be 1st and goal for the Kansas City Chiefs on the 49ers, 6-yard line here. Noah Gray and Travis Kelce, 2 receivers to the top here. It's going to be a handoff right up the middle to Kareem Hunt. He's going to jump cut and touchdown, Kansas City! Kareem Hunt breaks the plane. Touchdown, good guys. Touchdown, Chiefs. 13-3, 6:45 left in the second. And what a great job here by the Kansas City Chiefs. What they did is just Kareem Hunt just powers through. They're going to look at this, but there's no question that this is a touchdown. He did bobble the ball, but after he broke the plane, touchdown, Kansas City, 13-3. Harrison Butker's lining up for the extra point. Hopefully we can make this a 14-3 game. Kick is up. Kick is good, 14-3. They're going to take a commercial break, 6:45 left in the second quarter. Good guys up by 11. I know nothing about this kid, Denver Gator. I have Florida on my DVR. I just didn't have a chance to watch as much college football as I would like. It would be a great PR move. I'm just speculating because look, they were ranked preseason top 10. They're 1-6. So GB, what's up, brother? Good day, Dan. Go Sixers. Brandon McManus hit the winning field goal, but that's not the only thing he's hit before. I'd rather not say what it was. I understand completely. No grammar Nazis here. Look, a lot of guys, when they follow me on their cell phones, and I know, sometimes, a fat pig or something. So I don't mind. I don't mind at all. Perry is disappointed about no Taylor Swift. That's always a disappointment. Everybody loves Taylor Swift. Denver Gators, what I thought makes the most sense for him to be the coach at Florida State. Gardner Minshew is taking the beating. Yeah, you guys are the ones that told me. I had no idea. I have no idea. This was, by the way, this was just a disaster the way they handled this. They should have let Minshew after he won. By the way, early on, universally, everybody thought Aiden O'Connell looked better in training camp, but they decided to go with Minshew. They benched him. I thought it was a big mistake, but yeah. Amazement. I'm going to star this, and I want to touch base on this. You're right. You're right. He is capped at Ole Miss. Ole Miss, by the way, we're going to go back to the game. I want to touch base on this. I might have to wait till halftime because I would love to rant about this because you're right. Ole Miss. So the rumor was when Saban stepped down, Lane Kiffin was going to go to Alabama. Remember, he's offensive coordinator there. But then Ole Miss changed his contract, and they're giving it Lane Kiffin, the way his contract's set up is that I think he has to be like, if he wins X amount of games, he gets bonus. Like he has to be like a top. I'll go into this a little more detail, but we're going to get back to the game here. 1st and 10 for the 49ers here. They're going in a very unusual bunch formation. They're going to run Jordan Mason here. They're trying to get him going. Nice gain of 8, but there is a flag on the play. We're going to see what the flag is, but just judging from some of the 49ers body language, it looks like it's a hold here, and it is. They're going to back this up here. This is a very unusual bunch formation that the 49ers did, and it looks like because Brock Purdy early on has kind of struggled, I think that what they want to do is get the run game going. Bottom line, one of the things that the Kansas City Chiefs have done this year, and they've been phenomenal at this, is stopping the run. I thought it was really important to have a kind of a balanced offense if you're the 49ers. If you get into a mode where you're one-dimensional, it's really tough to do against the Spags defense here. Brock Purdy back to pass here. Wide open is George Kittle for a first down. So on 1st and 20, George Kittle gets 22 for a first down. Beautiful throw. By the way, I say he struggled. You had the interception, you have the ball they threw into the helmet, but that last pass was as beautiful of a passing catch as you'll see. And then the throw to Brandon Ayuk was just amazing. Just Ayuk dropped the ball. So Brock Purdy's numbers 3 out of 8 for 38 yards and 1 pick here. 1st and 10 for the 49ers at the 40. They're on 42-yard line. It's going to be a pace out to Isaiah Grando, 4th round pick out of Louisville. This is a kid I absolutely love. I watched him his final game at Louisville in a 42-30 loss, run for 4 touchdowns against USC's defense. Then he went to the combine at over 220 pounds, ran a 4.33. Last week against Seattle, had a 76-yard run. Wisely slid down. Why Shanahan decided to run for touchdowns beyond me, but we're seeing a little Isaiah Grando in there. It was a 2-yard gain, but this is a very impressive rookie. 2nd and 8 for the 49ers here. It's going to be a fake here. Kittle's going to be sacked. It's going to be George Karlaftis on the sack here. Very nice job as he just went right around, I believe it was the right tackle there. Nice play here. And what they did is that this is a missed assignment. Okay, I won't have enough time to go into complete detail, but what they did on the blocking is they're trying to move the left guard over to the right side This was a missed assignment because they had the right tackle coming down. And what happened is that when you read a blitz, your offensive line has to assign assignments. Somebody made the missed assignment, which resulted in the sack. 3rd and 12 here for the 49ers. Brock Purdy back to pass. There is a blitz, but he gets the ball away, but it's going to fall incomplete here. So it's going to be a 4th and 12, and the 49ers are going to punt. Here, the Chiefs went ahead and brought a blitz, and that's one thing about Spags defense. They bring a lot of exotic blitzes. They really do a lot to confuse a defense, and this drive, the defensive coordinator really did a good job in forcing Purdy into a rush situation where he had to throw an incompletion. 4th and 12 here as the 49ers go ahead and punt. Remember last time the 49ers punted, it was a 55-yard punt return. This time it's a fair catch at the 13-yard line. So with 4 minutes left in the first half, the Kansas City Chiefs will take over. We're going to go to commercial break. When you come back, Good Guys 14, Niners 3. Yeah, absolutely. Washington, I'm embarrassed to admit this. I predicted a Panthers upset, and I feel like a complete jackass now. But at least my Chiefs are winning, and so that's the way we're going. That's the way we're going. Dan, we have a superstar freshman quarterback and a running back that rushed for 4 touchdowns. Really? I need to watch more Florida football. Denver Gator, you are right. I need to watch more Florida football. And next year, when your head coach is Deion Sanders, he has some tools to work with. So, oh, it's ETN. Is it? I thought he. Oh, Etienne's 4 touchdowns for Georgia. Yeah, Travis Etienne's brother transferred to Georgia. I was like, oh my God, did I misunderstand that? Yeah. I didn't get a chance to watch any of it. I got it on DVR. Didn't have a chance to watch it. Yeah, I have my moments. How about Saquon outrushing the whole Giants rushing offense? A little reminder, they should have picked him instead of DJ. It's really just a shame, because I remember, I'll never forget this. The main reason I blocked so many guys on PFF was one guy said there's 0% there's zero reason you can give me to have Saquon Barkley be the number 2 pick in the draft. And I responded, Ezekiel Elliott was a top 5 pick, took the Cowboys to the playoffs. Leonard Fournette, number 4 pick overall, took the Jaguars to the AFC Championship, and then they resulted in just a bunch of name calling, a bunch of insults. And I responded. I was like, I thought that I could disagree with you, and it was just a bunch of name calling. And this is a PFF account. It wasn't like I was, insulting, somebody. I was just pointing out why. One thing I vowed never to do is just insult somebody just for having a difference of opinion than mine. 1st and 10 for the Kansas City Chiefs here. Kareem Hunt's going to go right up the middle. He's going to get a nice gain. He's going to keep fighting forward. It looks like it's going to be a gain of 5. It looked like he was going to be stopped short. They're going to show Deebo Samuel. It looks like that flu or whatever's really bothering him. That's actually going to be a gain of 6 here for the Kansas City Chiefs, as they're going to use a little bit of the clock here. Both teams have, actually, Kansas City has 2 timeouts. San Francisco has all 3 timeouts, but there's no reason to give them the ball back. Remember, they got the ball first, so it makes sense for the Kansas City Chiefs to keep the ball as long as possible. This is going to be a first down to Taylor Swift's boyfriend here as we go. Looks like Chiefs are not going to snap the ball till it's inside of 3 minutes. And what you're going to see here with the Kansas City Chiefs is them just try to utilize the clock quite a bit here. The Chiefs are in no hurry to move the ball. There's plenty of time. for the Kansas City Chiefs. What you want to do is, because you get the ball first in the second half, you want an opportunity to score twice, or if nothing else, go into halftime 14-3. Patrick Mahomes back to pass here. He's going to throw the ball. A dangerous throw as he was trying to hit Xavier Worthy in the flat. And this was a nice move by the Kansas City Chiefs as they wanted to try to get Xavier Worthy in the open field. Bad news is it does stop the clock, but 2:38 left in the first half. I expect right here for the Kansas City Chiefs to do a very safe pass play or a run play and then take it down to the 2-minute warning here. Carson, the man of steel, enters the game here. They're in motion Justin Watson to the bottom of the formation here. It's going to be a handoff to Justin Steele as he breaks the tackle, corkscrews himself forward for a gain of 2. So it's going to be a 3rd and 8 when play resumes. But I expect the Kansas City Chiefs to take this all the way down to the 2-minute warning. Then we'll see what happens. 49ers do have all 3 timeouts. 49ers do have all 3 timeouts. What do you think of Mike Williams' links to the Steelers, Dan? Personally, I love him back on the Chargers. Looks like I'll be honest with you, GB. I really thought Mike Williams back to the Chargers made a lot of sense. You have a very young receiving crew there. You know, you got Joshua Palmer, what's it, 3rd or 4th year? Quentin Johnson, 2nd year. You got your rookie. No, forgot his name. Forgot his name already. Not McGinsley. It's God. What's that rookie's name? I feel so bad. But anyhow, it would make a lot of sense for Mike Williams back to the Chargers. I haven't heard anything about him to the Steelers. It's not really McConkey. Thank you. But you have a really young receiving crew. Why not bring a guy who's already worked with your team with some experience? I to me, it makes a lot of sense, but it sounds like they are not interested. If I was the Chargers, I would bring him back. That to me makes all the sense in the world. But Mike Williams to the Steelers, I haven't heard that actually. I'll be honest, it's not a move the Steelers would make. It's a very un-Steeler-like move, but he had some athleticism. You have some athleticism. You got some size. Russell Wilson's getting the start tonight. I'll be very interested to see. Apparently, even though Russell Wilson's getting the start, Justin Fields will play a little bit. Yeah, so we'll find out. To me, it's simply you can't win at Ole Miss, yes, but you can dominate at Florida. There's a difference. I seriously I want to touch base on this. I'd love to rant about this because Ole Miss opened up the checkbook for Lane Kiffin. They're paying him an exceptional amount of money. I mean, they're paying him an arm and a leg. But you are capped at Ole Miss. I mean, that's not. I mean, Ole Miss fans will try to argue this, and there may be some guys here in the chat that may want to disagree with me, but you are capped at Ole Miss. All right, let's get back to the game. 3rd and 8 here, key 3rd down for the Kansas City Chiefs here. It's going to be an empty set here for Patrick Mahomes. Patrick Mahomes has time. He's back to pass here. Bosa's going to pressure him. Patrick Mahomes is going to throw the ball harmlessly into the ground. With 1:55 left in the first half here, it's going to be Chiefs are going to go ahead and punt. Nice play by Bosa, putting some pressure on. As again, in order to beat the Kansas City Chiefs, you have to put pressure on Mahomes at just 4. They're able to do that there. I really thought the Chiefs would get a little more conservative, try to eat up as much clock as possible. 3 timeouts, 1:55 left. 49ers have a fantastic opportunity to make this a one-score game. We'll see here. The punt is away here. It's a booming punt all the way back to the 10 here. He's going to return the punt. He's going to make a move at the 15. He's out to the 20 before he's tackled. There is a flag on the play. Usually a flag like that indicates a hold, and that's probably what we're looking at here for the 49ers. I'm going to star this because you're right. What's funny, when Steelers came out and said Trump would be at the game, LOL, why you need to tell the world that? I didn't know he was going to be at the game. That's kind of cool, actually. Looks like the Brendan Rice may debut tomorrow with the amount of unavailability we have at the receiving end. That's really interesting. Remember, he was a 7th-round pick. I didn't understand why he lasted the 7th round. I actually really liked him out of USC. It might have been an injury issue, but yeah, Mike Williams to me makes a lot of sense. I never understood that. So, Andre, what players do you think will have the big game time for Sunday Night Football? I'll be honest with you, I have no idea. I'm going to level with you. I do think you'll see Davante Adams get a ton of targets. Davante Adams, I think, will get a ton of targets. 1st and 10 at the 10, 139 left in the half here. Brock Purdy in shotgun formation here. He's going to go back to pass. He has time, drops it off, but it's incomplete. There is going to be a flag as Trent McDuffie was tangled up with Brandon Ayuk. This is going to be a penalty on the Kansas City Chiefs. It's going to be a 1st down for the 49ers. As Trent McDuffie was just It was kind of weird because I'm not sure that's really a penalty as both players were going on the ball. Another thing is that they had Nick Bolton one-on-one with George Kittle. That's a mismatch. That is a big mismatch. Andre, I am going to answer this question at halftime. That's a great question. Because I do think Davante Adams is going to get some targets. Both teams have really great defenses, so it's going to be interesting. 1st and 10 at the 20 here. Brock Purdy in shotgun formation here. So 135 is left in the 1st half here. Nice throw. Well, they're trying to isolate Pearsall, and ended up being incomplete. His first target of the game. For those of you who don't know, 1st-round pick out of the University of Florida was shot this offseason, makes his debut today. Is this one of the best Chiefs defenses you've seen up close, or literally being led by the defense, especially this season? Last year and this year is 2 of the best defenses I've ever seen. Last year, I liked the secondary a lot more. This year, Chris Jones is the defensive line is just playing out of their mind. I think the secondary was better last year with L'Jarius Sneed. But this year, the defensive line, Chris Jones got that big contract extension. I thought maybe his play would go down. It's actually gone up. Chris Jones is just playing lights out. George Karlaftis is playing. I don't care what PFF ranks George Karlaftis in like the bottom half of the league. He's playing like a Pro Bowler. He's highly disruptive, has a nonstop motor. They're stopping the game here. I'm not exactly sure what's going on, but they've stopped the game briefly here. Mike Dan is not playing. FAU's getting a little bit of playing time. 1st-round pick really hasn't panned out so far, but we return back to the game here. It's 1:24 left in the 1st half. 3rd and 4 by the 49ers here. Brock Purdy's in shotgun formation here. He's going to motion Kittle. He's in the backfield down to the bottom of the formation here. Brock Purdy's going to get some time. He's going deep downfield. It's George Kittle for a massive gain in enemy territory. George Kittle, huge play. And what they did is they put George Kittle as a running back, and he just blew right by the coverage here. I don't know if this was a blown coverage. Justin Reed here. An excellent job by George Kittle here. 1st and 10 by the 49ers. Brock Purdy's going back to pass. He's going to go ahead and hit Jordan Mason out in the flat. It's going to be tackled inbounds after a gain of 4. They're on the Kansas City Chiefs 29-yard line. And earlier, the stop of the game, it was a Chiefs timeout, but ended up being not a very good timeout. As George Kittle just blew right by him. I think it was a 38-yard gain. One mistake the Kansas City Chiefs are making is isolating Kittle on a linebacker, and they're very happy with just playing Kittle one-on-one. He's having a fantastic game so far. Very, very good game. Yeah, I cannot tell you how much I despise PFF. And then they call George Kalifdis one of the worst defensive ends in football. He's playing lights out this year. 2nd and 6 for the Kansas City Chiefs here. The 49ers called a timeout. 48 seconds left in the half here. Brock Purdy back to pass. Very nice catch by Brandon Ayuk, and he is down. At the end of the reception, he got sandwiched by a couple of Chiefs defenders. And my guess is, from the way it happened, is that I think he's going to be fine. I think he has got the wind knocked out of him. We're going to find out as he's slow, very slow to get up. But what happened is, after the catch, he was just sandwiched by Charmiri Connor and Trent McDuffie, and oh no. Okay, so originally he got hit, and I thought it was in the ribs. I thought he got the wind knocked out of him. It looks like his right knee buckled. Hopefully he's okay. Knock on wood. Nobody ever wants to see a player get injured. They're already without Deebo Samuel, so we're gonna find out what's going on here. But then we're gonna take a commercial break, and then when we come back, we'll find out. Hopefully everything's okay with Deebo Samuel. So we're gonna find out what's going on. So I want to touch base some of these comments here that I didn't have a chance to get to. Andre, I'm going to start off with this one. Devontae Adams is going to get some targets tonight. If he's going to be productive or not, I'm not really sure. I can see a situation where they isolate Joey Porter Jr., maybe one-on-one with Adams, maybe one-on-one with Garrett Wilson. I'm kind of waiting to see what happens. It's going to be a fun night. Russell Wilson's going to get the start. I don't expect him to have a big game. I really don't. The Jets' defense has been not really great stopping the run here, as they had one of the best defenses in football last year. The Jets' defense really hasn't been terrific. What I kind of thinking is Najee Harris could have a big game. I think he's going to have about 20 to 25 touches. Look, when you have a quarterback, even an experienced one like Russell Wilson, get his first start week 7, what do you do to protect him? I think you run the ball. So I'm kind of expecting Najee Harris to have a pretty big game. I expect him to have 20, 25 touches on the. I mean, if you've been watching me for any sort of time, you know I have a huge man crush on Breece Hall. It's tough Steelers defense, so I wouldn't be surprised if Breece Hall has 15 to 20 touches, but you're going against a really tough defense in Pittsburgh, so we'll find out. Brandon Ayuk's walking off on his own power, but he's walking very gingerly into the tent. Hopefully he's able to come back in the start of the second half for the Chiefs. But yeah, that's not a good thing. I like Garrett Wilson tonight. Adams will get more attention. One of those guys is going to get some free looks here, but we'll find out. Nice little slip screen here for the 49ers as they get, I can't even tell who that is that they got the slip screen to. It's their punt returner. Nice job by 49ers getting 8 yards, but on actually 9 yards, it's going to be 2nd and 1. They call a timeout. There's 29 seconds left in the first half. Cowling is the player's name. He's the punt kick returner. Nice job getting him the ball in the open field here, just using his escapability. And that was the 49ers' final timeout. They have to be very careful because if they get tackled inbounds, there's 30 seconds left. Ideally, even if you get tackled inbounds, you should be able to go ahead and spike the ball. But it's 2nd and 1, so you have to be very careful here if you're the 49ers, but next on the opportunity to make this a one-score game. 2nd and 1 at the 5 here. Brock Purdy shotgun formation here. Looks like he's checking off on a play here. Brock Purdy back to passer. He's got some time, throws the ball in the back of the end zone, and it's going to be incomplete. It's going to be 3rd and 1 here. Steelers isn't that good with pass defense. Rush defense is their strength. We're going to find out. We're going to find out because Garrett Wilson or Devontae Adams, I think Devontae Adams is going to get his targets. This could be a huge night for Garrett Wilson. You could also just say, hey, look, you're new to the team. We're going to let you get your opportunities. They're going to run the ball here this is a terrible play call by the 49ers here. You can't stop the clock. They lost yards. They're going to have to rush in the field goal unit. They have no ability to stop the clock here. The Chiefs are going to go ahead and bring I'm not really sure what the Chiefs are doing. They should have just left a regular personnel in there. 49ers are going to get the kick up and away. It is good with actually they're going to I thought it was one terrible play call. We're going to go into half, 14-6. Chiefs get the ball first, start the second half. Terrible play call. Terrible play call. You could not do any worse. That was the worst thing they could have done. Yeah. This is the best quarterback. Chiefs or Niners? Chiefs or Niners. I'm assuming you mean Chiefs here. Aaron Rodgers, I don't know. I could kind of argue that if I'm being really honest with you. I don't know. I don't have their schedule pulled out, but I mean, I know they faced Joe Burrow, who's playing really, really good football today. They still got to face him twice. They still got to face Lamar Jackson twice, Patrick Mahomes. So I would disagree with that. But yeah, my Panthers upset looks really ridiculous right now as they're up. Commanders are up 34-0. So nice amazement cashing in on this is why you do a little research on your team. So yeah. I'm going to read some of these comments I saved here. Perry says, I just don't think Sanders is a good fit for Florida. I think he is, and I'll tell you why I think he's a good fit. I really think that when you're Florida, you have this massive fan base, and when I say fan base, I'm really referring to NIL money. You got to be able to recruit in the SEC. You absolutely have to be able to recruit in the SEC. He's from Florida. The Florida-Georgia pipeline, they're not getting enough of those 3, 4, 5-star players in that area. Deion has the ability to recruit nationally. There's not too many coaches that you can bring in with bigger star power, and that's what you need right now. You need a big name to come into Florida. Look, if you're a Florida Gators, whatever you want to call it, front office, board of directors, university, you're not trying to get the 7-8 wins and go to a bowl game. You need to be a national power. There's not too many big names that you can get that are bigger than Deion Sanders, and that he's from Florida. You get the boosters behind you with a guy like Deion Sanders. You're able to recruit nationally, and you can win those in-state battles recruiting that you're currently losing. I think he's a good name, but another name that I think makes a lot of sense, Bill O'Brien, in my opinion, would make a lot of sense. There's probably some coordinators in the SEC that you may want to consider. I don't follow college football like I do in the NFL, but one of the coordinators from Georgia. Remember, Kirby Smart was Alabama's defensive coordinator for a long time, so that might be a possibility. But I mean, if I'm Florida, you got to get a big name, and I mean, unless you poach somebody from the NFL, I don't know who's bigger. So that's why I think it's a good name. Yeah, I mean, a lot of people aren't really happy. Mainly, listen, it all comes down to wins. Bottom line, it all comes down to wins. He hasn't been winning enough considering the show that he's brought there. Colorado's such a tough place to win at. You have to understand that Denver's not for everybody. I love it, but it's not for everybody. You have the thin air. Can be a problem for some. I love it, but it's not for everybody. It's kind of hard to recruit because of where you're located geographically. It's kind of hard to sell kids from California and Texas to come to Colorado. And bottom line, by the way, when Colorado, for those of you that don't remember, when they were a national power, the reason why they were a national power is Bill McCarthy. He was able to get a lot of these star players from LA, specifically LA, and I don't remember the specific reason why he had such a following from Los Angeles, but he brought a bunch of 5-star players from California, and he also was able to recruit in Texas, which you have to do if you're going to win at the time in the Big 8. But that's of course now the Big 12. But Nebraska and Colorado, when they were national powers, they were able to recruit in Texas. That's hard to do. But we'll find out. We'll find out. But I mean, yeah, I get it. I get why you don't like it. Who have a better overall rookie season, Caleb Daniels or Nix? I predicted at the beginning of the year it was going to be Daniels. I love the way Nix is playing. The one difference between Nix and Caleb and Caleb Williams and Jaden Daniels, Nix is running an NFL offense and he's running it efficiently. Both Daniels and Caleb Williams are basically running college offenses, which is not sustainable long term. You just saw what happened, which I predicted would happen. Sooner or later, Daniels would get hurt. Caleb Williams has had some struggles, but he's also made some plays, and he's also benefited by having this world-class defense. Nix is somebody who I could see having the best long-term success, but rookie season, Caleb Daniels. So, would you put Baker in MVP talks if we beat the Ravens tomorrow? I mean, if we win, he's the reason why. Absolutely. I think even in a loss, you have to consider him. I really, really, really believe it. I really believe that even in a loss, I think he belongs in the conversation. I think he belongs in the conversation, but that's we'll have to wait and see. Keaton was much higher on him. He's much. So here's the deal. Keaton was much higher on him. I saw a little bit of him, and I didn't like what I saw. He didn't look like he was really. He really just didn't seem like he understood like what was going on in the NFL. So we'll have to wait and see. We're gonna have to wait and see. But I didn't watch any of the game. It was just too early. But we'll have to find out. Are you surprised how good Josh Allen looks this season? I'm actually not. I thought he would look better without Diggs. He'd be forced to play quarterback. No, I'm not. I'm not. Okay. You know what? I don't know the exact numbers, but going into the game, it was what, 10 touchdowns, no interceptions. That floors me. That floors me. So, but am I surprised that he looks like an MVP caliber quarterback? No, not at all. Nick's biggest issue is his foot. Yeah, I noticed that quite a bit. He missed a few wide open throws. Of course, it didn't matter in a what was it, 34-10 victory, but he missed some wide open throws, and he'll work on that. But the one thing I like about Nick's that he does more than either of Williams or Jaden Daniels is he's running an NFL offense. They're really not running an NFL offense. They're relying a lot more on their legs. Thing about Nick's is that he's running an NFL offense. He has the ability to run, and he's using his ability to run. But he's a guy that's running an NFL offense. Long term, that's going to work out. Another thing, why isn't Cortland Sutton being targeted? For those of you who are Broncos fans, why aren't you? I mean, this is a dude who I love. I mean, it's funny because somebody mentioned about the Chiefs. I would love to see Cortland Sutton in a Chiefs uniform. But yeah. Lane, Bill O'Brien, and being look out from the head. Oh yeah. That's something I was hearing a lot about Denver Gator. I'm really glad you brought that up because there was a lot of talk about Indiana coming into this season, and I don't know off the top of my head who they got, but there was a lot of talk about what Indiana's doing recruiting wise, building up their program. Was it like 4 or 5 straight games scoring over 40 points? Yeah. They're. I think they're 7-0. You tell me if I'm wrong, but I think they're 7-0. They look really, really, really good. By the way, I talked about Colorado being a tough place to win, football wise. Indiana's had a few years where they've been good in football. They've had some really good players, but Indiana's a tough place because you're right next to Ohio, which is a really big recruiting place for high school players. But if you're a 4 or 5 star player in Ohio, you're going to either Ohio, Michigan, Pennsylvania, or out of state. You're usually not going to Indiana. It's just a tough place to recruit, and they've done a good job. How you win at Indiana is you got to develop these lower players. The 2 and 3 star recruits. You got to turn them into really good players. So. Yeah. Which coach has more pressure, McDermott or Zach Taylor? I'm gonna be honest. Like, I think Taylor's safe. I'll be honest with you. I really do. I think McDermott has some pressure. I really do. You're a defensive-minded coach. You got Josh Allen. You've not been able to beat Kansas City. Here's the deal. I can see McDermott getting to the playoffs, losing in the first round of playoffs, and being fired. I think Zach Taylor could go 8-9, 9-8, not be fired. I really. One thing about the Bengals, they gave Marvin Lewis 17 years, and if I'm correct, he didn't even win a playoff game. So, Is it me or Saquon look faster, more crisp than right? Well, no, you're right. And what the issue's been with Barkley has always been the same. It's injuries, but that Philly offensive line, even though they lost Jordan Matea for a few weeks, and then I saw that former first round pick Mekhi Becton moved him over to guard. I saw that he left the game. I don't know if he returned or not, but you have a really good offensive line and he's healthy. Saquon Barkley, when he's healthy, he's the best pure athlete at running back. There's not a better athlete at running back. So it's really health, but the offensive line means a lot. I will answer every question here, but we return back to the action here. The Kansas City Chiefs will receive the second half kickoff. They're actually going to return this here. It's going to be Sky Moore. He's going to get the ball at the 25, bounce out to the 29-yard line. So at the start of the second half, the Kansas City Chiefs are up 14-6. And we're going to see if Kansas City can add to the lead here, as everybody wants to see the Chiefs win this one. Baker's in conversation for MVP, but Allen seems to be carrying the Bills. Yeah. First and 10 here for the Kansas City Chiefs. Patrick Mahomes shotgun formation. It's play action pass here. Mahomes going taking a shot deep downfield. He's got Xavier Worthy. Oh no! Xavier Worthy beat his man by a few steps and overthrew the 4-2-1 guy. This was a great job here. They had this cut. This was a phenomenal play call and just overshot the rookie. This was a touchdown. Oh man. Oh man. Second and 10 here for the Kansas City Chiefs. Patrick Mahomes shotgun formation here. He's going to motion Noah Gray here. And then it's going to be Kareem Hunt. He's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage, but he breaks the tackle, powers forward for a gain of, looks like a gain of 2 here. It's going to be 3rd and 8 for the Kansas City Chiefs here, as they missed out on a, oh man. I think the injury I don't think was faked, but yeah, I mean, there's not. I've been watching football for a long time. I've only a handful of times I've seen that ruptured Achilles. But 3rd and 8 here for the Kansas City Chiefs. Here, Patrick Mahomes back to pass. He takes a shot downfield. It's going to be intercepted as Worthy fell down. I thought there was going to be a flag, but apparently not here. It's going to be the 49ers are going to get the ball in excellent field position here, as we got a good one, folks. Patrick Mahomes throws the second pick of the day as Worthy fell down. And 1st and 10 for the 49ers, 13:55 left in the third quarter here. And what it was, yeah, I thought this was going to be a penalty, but Worthy just fell down. Lenore on the pick takes the ball all the way back to the 23-yard line. So excellent job by the ooh, man, a cheap shot on Mahomes, but no call. No call. Mahomes 2 picks, but not in danger to being benched. 1st and 10 for the 49ers here. Brock Purdy under center here as trips to the top here. I can't tell who's on the bottom here. They're going to run the ball, but he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Nick Bolton on the stop here. Excellent job by the Chiefs defense. And yeah, Worthy, they're showing a replay on that. Worthy just gets tangled up and falls down. I thought there would be a penalty, but no foul was committed there. They're showing some 49ers fans just going nuts. Second and 10 for the 49ers here. Purdy's in shotgun formation. Jordan Mason's to his left. 2 receivers to the top of the formation here. They're going to motion Chris Conley, former Chief here. It's going to be a blitz, and they're going to put some pressure on Purdy. Purdy throws the ball into the ground. It's going to be 3rd and 10. Nick Bolton came in free on the blitz here, caused enough problems that Brock Purdy had to throw the ball into the ground for an incompletion. It's going to be a 3rd and 10 for the 49ers here. 13:08 left in the third. Got this. My sister gave me this for my birthday. Kinsey Chiefs coffee mug. Want to drink more coffee, less energy drinks. Yeah, I had one today. Brock Purdy back to pass here. It's 3rd and 8. He's going to scramble. He breaks a tackle here. He's going to be stopped right at the first down marker here. They're going to mark him about a half a yard short here of the first down here. Great job by Brock Purdy using his feet and getting a nice gain on 3rd down. They are definitely going to go for this here. It's a big 4th down here. 4th and 1. Deep inside Kansas City territory. We're going to see what they come up with. You're going to see Uzjek. He's going to be in the game here. Jordan Mason's going to be lined up. They're going to motion Uzjek, and they're going to do the tush push for a first down. Great job by the Niners here. And what they did is they lined up 2 tight ends, 1 wide receiver, Uzjek. They motioned Uzjek, caused a little confusion. Then they did a variation of the tush push. Great job by the 49ers getting the first down here. It's going to be first down for the 49ers at about the 12, somewhere between the 12 and the 13-yard line. So it's not goal to go. They can get a first down without scoring a touchdown, but basically goal to go here. 1st and 10 for the 49ers here. They're going to play action pass here. They're going to get Kittle out here. He's at the 10. He's going to be pushed out of bounds at the 5-yard line here. George Kittle's having a nice game, folks. 2nd and 2 for the 49ers. 2nd and 2 for the 49ers at the 5. They can get a first down without scoring a touchdown, but it's highly unlikely that they would do that. They're actually going to call him out at the 4-yard line, so it's going to be 2nd and 1 here. For the 49ers here. Excellent opportunity for the Niners to tie up this game if they go for 2. George Kittle, 4 receptions, 80 yards. Really great game by Kittle. It's going to be a handoff to Jordan Mason here. He's going to power forward. He's got the first down, but he's going to be stopped after the first down. He's going to be stopped at about the 1-yard line, so it's going to be 1st and goal for the 49ers here. Very interesting situation. If they do score a touchdown, do they go for 2 or just decide to make it a 14-13 game? Very interesting situation here. 1st and goal for the 49ers. So they're going to go goal line set here. Juszczyk as the fullback. Jordan Mason as the tailback here. 1st and goal at the 1-yard line here. They're going to motion Purdy. Purdy's going to score the touchdown. Boo! But nice play call. This was a really, really good play call. Great play design. Great job by the 49ers here as they make it 14-12. And we'll see if the 49ers decide to go for 2 or if they just want to kick the extra point and make this a 14-13 game. So this was a great play design. This was such a great play design because everything indicated that it was going to be a handoff. They decided to just run the ball. The 49ers are going to kick the extra point to make it a 14-13 game. The kick is up. Then the kick bounces off the upright. It's no good, so it's going to be 14-12. Kansas City Chiefs with 10:29 left in the third quarter and take a quick commercial break, and then they'll be back for the kick. Yeah, Indiana's impressive. What about Scoops in Kentucky? What he's done in Kentucky is remarkable as well. Maybe he gets an interview. That's not going to bother an SEC school. A lot of schools, but not an SEC school. By the way, smart for Kentucky to do that. And from what I've heard, I have no clue. Stoops really, really, really likes being in Kentucky. I mean, the expectations aren't really high. So gets a lot of money and, wins 6-7 games a year. He's okay. So I think that would be an excellent fit for the Raiders. And by the way, if they lose today, which it looks like they'll do, I mean, definitely on the hot seat, in my opinion. Brown, no, they really can't. They really can't. I promise you, Stoops will be the one Florida's head coach, and I'll be an LSU fan for real. Seriously, a $44 million payout will not really bother Florida. I mean, you got to get a big name. Stoops is actually not bad. So, Dan, put a running back Sampson from Tennessee on your radar. I watched a little bit of him. He's very impressive. Very impressive. I'm gonna star that comment. By the way, keep reminding me of him. That's a great question for Denver Gator. Would you try some jet sweeps using Sky Moore out of back? I have no idea. The Chiefs are really, really unhappy with Sky Moore. They put him in a couple weeks ago, threw in the ball. He just dropped it, and that's something that's been infuriating with the Kansas City Chiefs and Sky Moore. But I've always liked him. I don't know why it hasn't worked out. Yeah, I actually thought with Washington, I'm not impressed with Washington's defense. So I really thought that, if you play Carolina, somebody on offense, I thought they'd make some plays. Doesn't look like it. Smart move if I'm the Panthers to get the first overall pick. I'm trading down Fred King's ransom, use the capital. It's kind of a shame because there's not really a universal quarterback. Cam Ward looks really good. A lot of people like Shadir Sanders, but there's not really that overwhelming number one pick at quarterback. This is a defensive draft, and Panthers need defensive help. I agree, though. I agree. If I'm the Panthers, I would try and trade down. Carson Steele's going to take the kick here. He's going to cut back at the 30 and power up to the 33-yard line. So when play resumes, it's going to be 1st and 10 for the Kansas City Chiefs at their own 33-yard line. Yeah. 100% correct, Perry. 100% correct. There's always an upset pick. That was mine. I thought Washington may overlook the Panthers. They're just really bad. 1st and 10 for the Kansas City Chiefs here. Patrick Mahomes is under center here. It's going to be a play action pass here. He's going to drop it off to Kelsey here. Kelsey tackled right at the line of scrimmage. They were ready to go here. The 49ers have done a great job recognizing and dissecting the Chiefs offense so far. It's going to be 2nd and 10 for the Kansas City Chiefs here. So 16. Wow, I didn't know that. I have no idea. He was coaching there. I don't know why. I don't know what he's doing now, but we'll find out. Patrick Mahomes, empty formation here, back to pass here. He's going to hit Sky Moore for a 1st down, or a correction, a gain of 9 here. First time we've seen Sky Moore in a while, but and that's not a catch. It looked like a catch as an incompletion. They're calling it 3rd and 1, but that's very clearly a drop. There's no way that they're not going to look at this. I mean, that's a drop. Another drop by Sky Moore. I'm surprised they're not looking at it. So. Yeah, they called it 3rd and 10 here. I mean, look, I'm a Chiefs fan, through and through. That's a drop, clear as day. And yeah, Perry, I like Vrabel with the Browns. That makes a lot of sense. I have no idea what the Browns are going to do, to be honest with you. I've heard a little bit about Alar. Yeah, I've heard a little bit about him. No, I heard a little bit about him. From what I'm hearing, he'll be a 1st round pick. 2026, if I'm correct. Losing my voice already. 3rd and 10 here for the Chiefs here. Patrick Mahomes shotgun formation here. He wants to take a shot downfield. He's going deep to Kelsey. Correct. Yeah, and it's incomplete. So after the 49ers score a touchdown, the Chiefs go a quick 3 and out. Nice job by the 49ers. And the one thing about the 49ers is they look very, very prepared for this Chiefs offense. So you come back. If Kevin gets fired, he'll get a job immediately. If I'm the Titans, I bring him in. I want to see what the Titans look like going forward without Denver Gators boy Will Levis. I want to see what they look like going forward without Will Levis. The punt goes harmlessly into the end zone. It's going to be a 1st and 10 for the 49ers. 9:28 left in the 3rd quarter here. Niners are going to take over down by 2, but the 49ers, they look like they have the Chiefs offense down. They look like they have the Chiefs offense down pat. So Debo and Ayuk both rolled out for the game. Will Levis, I think, would fit perfectly with Kevin Stefanski's strong arm and play action pass. I disagree completely. The one thing about Stefanski is that he's always utilized a short, accurate passing game. And Will Levis is built for that downfield vertical passing game, the old school Eric Coryell offense, the offense Dallas used in the 90s. That's where Will Levis fits. I was kind of thinking that the Raiders would take a look at him if they stay with their offensive coordinator, the guy they got from Chicago, that they want to use a lot of 2 tight end sets. But a guy like Will Levis is not built for that short, quick rhythm passing game. He's got a big, powerful arm, and he's got some running ability, but I've always felt like he's a downfield thrower. Now, Vrabel, when they had Derrick Henry and they had A.J. Brown, that made sense, because what you want to do is you want a quarterback that you don't want to load the box with. And so when they had Derrick Henry, Levis made a lot of sense with Derrick Henry, because you want to loosen up things. So you bring in a coach from Cincinnati. Well, what Cincinnati do? They had that quick rhythm passing offense. And I thought this was going to be a disaster. Now, Mason Rudolph coming out of Oklahoma, I thought he would have been a great fit in the NFL, and I think he looks like he's going to do a good job going forward. But I kind of want to see what happens. I'm kind of excited. Your first start's at Buffalo. I mean, come on. But yeah. Did you see the meme I sent you? I don't know if you saw that or not. The 49ers always have injury. The best players are injury prone. That's a big issue. That's always been a big issue. Yeah, Denver Gators on fire. All right, we return back to action. 9:28 left in the third quarter. 14-12. The Chiefs are up by 2. 49ers get the ball on the 20-yard line. Little play action pass here. George Kaliftis is going to bring some pressure. Purdy gets away, and he's going to scramble for a gain of 3. It's either a short 4 or a long 3 here. Nice job by Purdy eluding the pressure, and getting something out of nothing there. They're re-showing that last third down, and they were very close to Mahomes getting intercepted a third time. That's never a good thing. 2nd and 7 here. It's a short 7, long long 6, depending on how you want to look at it. They're going to call a short 7 here. A player is cramping up on the side on the field here. It looks like it's a Chiefs player. I can't tell who it is. So they're going to stop the clock for an injury timeout here. But when we return, it's going to be a second and 7 for the 49ers here. So the 49ers are going to do their best to take the lead here. Folks, we got a good one. 14-12. Both defenses have made plays so far. Both teams have excellent offensive playmakers, but I mean, this is just going to be another good game. If you're a Chiefs fan, this has been frustrating for you, as every single game except for Monday Night Football last time the Chiefs played has been a barn biter as you want to pull out your hair. So. Really good game. Really good game here. I want to touch base. I'll remember that. I would love Lane Kiffin to come to Florida. He's perfect. Yeah, I wanted to talk about this since I got a little bit of time here. I will talk about this. Look, all the SEC schools have money. Ole Miss has been getting solid players. Like they got some really good players. Don't get me wrong, but the issue is with Ole Miss versus Florida is exactly what you're saying. You have the potential at Florida to be the fight for a national championship every single year. Ole Miss is trying to do that, but it's not happening. It's really not happening. Can he make another jump to another SEC school? Remember, Lane Kiffin was the head coach at Tennessee, left. I forget where he went from Tennessee. I think it was Tennessee to USC. Then offensive coordinator at Alabama. Now he's at Ole Miss. Ole Miss is giving him a lot of money. The buyout clause would be huge. But amazement, you're right. You are right. Hey, Dan, forgot to tell you I'm suing the NFL and its partners for making me watch such a terrible Thursday. Well, we're making up for it today. This is a good one. 2nd and 7 here. Brock Purdy's under center. He's going to motion Chris Conley to the top of formation. It's going to be Jordan Mason in the open field. He's at the 40. Breaks the tackle. He's at midfield. 49ers finally get the running game working. Jordan Mason with a very nice run here. Very nice play call by the 49ers. Great job here as this was just kind of a staple play here. And what happened is excellent blocking scheme, and just got past second level, broke a tackle. Byron Cook. Yeah, it's a hold, but you can call holding on every single NFL game. 1st and 10 for the 49ers at the 49. Jordan Mason, 8 carries, 32 yards. Great run by Jordan Mason. Great play call. They're going to play action pass here. Another great play design here. Brock Purdy's going to run and get a gain of 6 here as the Chiefs secondary was ready for it. But everybody flowed to Jordan Mason after that run. It looks like what they're trying to do is hit the rookie Purcell on a crossing route, but the Chiefs secondary was ready. Purdy just wisely saw it, ran for nice 5 yards. So '49ers are in enemy territory, 2nd and 5 on the Kansas City Chiefs 46-yard line. Purdy's under center. It's going to be a handoff to Jordan Mason. He's going to cut back, get the first down and a few extra yards here. Nice job by the 49ers running game. Really kind of ramping things up now. Is what they're doing is a very simple Shanahan staple. It's a zone read. And what is it? Well, I call it the zone read, but it's a zone blocking system. And what you do is you don't really have a specific hole that you're going through. All your linemen basically block an area, and the running back will run to that area and then cut back when there's an opening. Jordan Mason's done a nice job this drive following the blocks and got first down. They're at the Kansas City Chiefs 38-yard line. Brock Purdy under center here is going to motion for Purcell. Jordan Mason right up the middle is going to get a nice gain of 4 on first down. So it's going to be a 2nd and 6 for the 49ers here as we go under 6:30 in the third quarter. So. Starting to lose my voice already. I mean, we're at the third quarter and I'm already going hoarse here, but that's on me. It's going to be 2nd and 6. They are in Chiefs territory on the Chiefs 35-yard line here. 2 receivers to the bottom, 1 at the top here. Chiefs bring blitz here. Purdy's going to throw the ball up for grabs here. He's going to try to hit the former Chief, Chris Conley, but McDuffie knocks the ball harmlessly out of bounds here. It's 3rd and 6 here for the 49ers. Keep in mind, they made a 55-yard field goal earlier, but do you want to trust a kicker who's just signed this week to try to take the lead on a 50-plus yard field goal again, which right now, if they were to kick a field goal, if they don't convert this third down conversion, it would be about a 52, 53-yard field goal. So we're going to find out. It's a big 3rd down and 6 here. Chiefs showing blitz here. They do. It's a delayed blitz. Purdy back to pass. Intercepted. The first pick of the year for who is that? Roland Wallace. First pick of the year. Bad throw by Purdy it was a long field goal. Bad interception by Purdy. And what this was that, look, you have some backup receivers in the game here. This looks like it was just a simple miscommunication between Purdy and the receiver. Defensive back made the nice catch, got both feet in. They're going to take a commercial break. Chiefs ball. We got a good one, folks. I really want to see some Joe Milton. I was really high on him coming out of the draft. You might. I personally think in a couple of years from now, he's going to be an NFL tight end. I loved his athleticism when he was at Michigan, but I didn't see a guy that can play quarterback in the league. The arm strength's off the charts, but his throwing motion really needs to be condensed. What happens is when you get these quarterbacks are 6'5", 6'6", with the long arms, they have this elongated throwing motion, which doesn't work in the NFL. It's just too fast of a game here. The difference between something like this and something like this may not seem like that much, but defensive backs can make up that type of ground. You're only talking about a fraction of a second, but NFL defensive backs are world-class athletes. You can get away with elongated throwing motion in college. You can't do it in the pros. Joe Milton, if I remember right, ran a 4.55. I mean, he's 6'5". He's about 240, 250. I think he's an NFL tight end. I would have loved to seen him go to Kansas City, and Travis Kelce was a former quarterback. Their tight end they drafted out of TCU went to TCU as a quarterback, switched him to a tight end. Blake Bell, longtime Kansas City Chiefs tight end, was the quarterback at Oklahoma. Some guy named Baker Mayfield beat him out, but a lot of these bigger quarterbacks that really, I said the same thing about the Tennessee quarterback, because Denver Gators been telling me all about him. I watched him play, and I'm like, they showed his dad's just a giant dude, and I'm like, as soon as I saw his dad, I'm like, you're an NFL tight end, you're not an NFL quarterback. But Denver Gator may disagree with me, but listen, when you're 6'6", 215, 220, and you can run, and you have the frame to put on 20, 30 pounds, you're an NFL tight end, not a quarterback. Now, keep in mind, if you can shorten up that throwing motion, then that's a different story. What was the quarterback out of Marshall, offensive coordinator, when the Bucs won that terrible Super Bowl? I'll remember his name here in a little bit. Back to action here. It's going to be a handoff to Kareem Hunt. He's going to break a tackle, get a nice 4-yard gain here. It's going to be a second and six or 5 for the Kansas City Chiefs here, as Kareem Hunt's having a decent game here. It's driving me nuts. It's driving me nuts. I can't think of the guy's name. Quarterback Allen Marshall, Denver Gator news, who I'm talking about. Second and 6 here for the Kansas City Chiefs at the 49ers 25-yard line. Last couple drives have been ineffective. Kareem Hunt squirts right through the middle for a gain of 12. Nice job by the Kansas City Chiefs utilizing a running game. Kareem Hunt's having a nice game here. Welcome back to Kansas City, Kareem Hunt. Kareem Hunt's going to go on the sidelines, take a breather here, but he's doing a really, really good game. Really, really good game. Dave, what's up, brother? Let's go, Danny. Chiefs pick. Yes. Yes. First and 10 for the Kansas City Chiefs here. Mahomes in shotgun formation here. Carson Steele's going to give Kareem Hunt a breather. It's going to be play action pass here. They're going to throw it to Justin Watson here, who's going to be tackled at the 8. Justin Watson looked like he was looking over at the official, wanted a flag. Wasn't a penalty, but he's brought down kind of awkwardly. It looked like a potential horse collar or face mask, but it wasn't. Very nice catch by Justin Watson. Very nice catch by Justin Watson. Nice gain of 8 here for the Kansas City Chiefs. My boy Tim. Yeah, it's an old school Big Ten game. Old school Big Ten game. Second and 2 here. It's going to be a handoff to Kareem Hunt. He's going to push the pile and get the first down. A nice gain of 4 out to the 49-yard line here. Logan Thomas, yes, exactly. Austin, what's up? When Etienne comes back, he'll take away some of those touches, but it's definitely a possibility. Bigsby's a bigger back, a little more physical. We'll have to wait and see. Another handoff here. It's going to be Carson Steele, but he's going to be tackled down at the line of scrimmage for no gain, as Kansas City decided to just try to emphasize the running game on this drive. Really kind of like that. Dave, Danny, do I go Rodgers or Kyler? I have 3 stacked right now. I have Rodgers starting, Devontae Adams, wide receiver number 1, Jets on defense, so I stick with it. I'm projected to get 3. 132.69. Guy I'm projected to get 108.9. I'll touch base on that here in just a second. Patrick Mahomes here. It's going to be another handoff, as the Chiefs, really, except for that 8-yard completion, are happy just running the ball as they enter enemy territory. Carson Steele gets a gain of 4, but it's going to be 3rd and 6 here as we go under 3 minutes in the third here. We'll have to see what the Kansas City Chiefs got dialed up on a very crucial 3rd and 6, because the 49ers haven't been able to move the ball against this really good Chiefs defense. I think the Chiefs would love to be able, if nothing else, to get a field goal on this drive. Not in field goal range yet here. It's 3rd and 6 on the 49ers 47. They're in a motion. The 2 receivers join Kelsey at the bottom in formation here. Patrick Mahomes back to pass here. It's going to be a quick throw to Kelsey. Breaks a tackle and gets the first down. Nice juke move by Travis Kelsey, and he gets a gain of 9. And a first down for the Kansas City Chiefs here. This was just a nice move. Causes the defensive back to whiff. He's 35, but he's still got some moves. Nice job by Travis Kelsey getting the first down. 1st and 10 for the Kansas City Chiefs. Travis Kelsey, only 4 catches for 18 yards, but that was a huge one. That was a huge one. 1st and 10 from the Kansas City Chiefs at the 49ers 40. They need just a few yards to get in Harrison Butker's range here. It's going to be a handoff to Kareem Hunt, and he'll power forward for a nice gain of 3 on first down. As the Chiefs are very happy just taking what the Niners give them. They're just going to inch the ball. They're going to run the ball. Dave, I promise I'm going to answer your question here. At the end of the third quarter, and go a commercial break, and we'll go ahead and I'll get that. So Etienne is not as good. Hunt looks fantastic. Is that the 6'7" wide receiver ran like a 4.3, 4.4? No, that wasn't it. Joe Milton actually played quarterback. Patrick Mahomes back to pass here. He's going to scramble. He's going to break free of containment. He's going to run and Jamaican juke move. He runs at 20-10. He's to the 5. What a play by Patrick Mahomes. It looked like he was going to step out of bounds. Juked the defensive back, ran forward for another 30 yards. It's 1st and goal for the Kansas City Chiefs. That was Patrick Mahomes made a nice juke to Winters. Oh, what a great play here. Juked Winters, the linebacker, and then ran for another 30 yards here. What a great play by Patrick Mahomes. 1st and goal at the 4-yard line. It's going to be a handoff to Kareem Hunt. He's going to squirt forward, and he's going to be, he got bent back awkwardly at the 1-yard line here. As we end the 3rd quarter, we are in another tight one, but the Chiefs are 2nd and goal at the 1. We'll go from there. Travis Kelce, Mahomes magic. That is why Patrick Mahomes is the best quarterback in the NFL. All right, Dave. I would go with Rodgers and do your triple stack. I also think it's smart to get Devontae Adams. I'm not really sure how Pittsburgh's going to attack this game. I could see a situation where Pittsburgh puts Joey Porter Jr. exclusively on Devontae Adams the whole game. I could see a situation where they say, hey, we're gonna take away Garrett Wilson. You know, you guys have only been together for a few days. We'll have our number 2 guy. And Pittsburgh's defense is really, really, really good. That said, Kyler Murray is at home, but that Chargers defense is really good. I don't think Marvin Harrison Jr. is going to play. I would do that. You're projected to win big. Bottom line, I would be shocked if you didn't get points from Rodgers, Adams, and the Jets defense. Keep in mind the Jets defense is going against Russell Wilson, first time he's played all year. From what I'm hearing, Justin Fields is going to play. I don't know what you expect, but anytime you make a quarterback change and you have a good defense like the Jets do, I think you're going to get some points. I don't like projections. I've never been a fan of them because you never know. But ideally, going into Sunday Night Football, you will have a comfortable lead. And since you got 3 players left, then that's where I would stay. That's what I would do. In my opinion, I would stick with this. And I do think Rodgers, I don't expect him to have a monster game. I don't think Devontae Adams will have a monster game. I do think the Jets defense will score some points for you. So I think you'll do pretty well. I really think that you'll get some points from all 3 and you do well. That is why Mahomes, look, he's going against a good Niners defense. He's thrown a pair of picks. I know he's thrown a lot of interceptions, but he makes a play like that, and he puts you in a situation to win this game. So it's going to be a run for Kareem Hunt, and he's going to power forward here as the Chiefs are pushing him into the end zone. And the refs are going to say he was down at the half-yard line here, which they blew him down short of the touchdown. Oh, no, the Raiders are coming back. Washington won big. I hope they do seeing Stafford and McVay lose it. It's going to be 3rd and goal here at the half-yard line. The Rams doink a field goal 25 yards out. Let me know what's going on. I have no idea. I went on a rant instead of going back and checking those other scores. It's going to be a little play. By the way, this is almost the same exact play they used to win the Super Bowl with McCole Hardman here. So 4th and a half a yard here. It'll be very interesting to see what the Kansas City Chiefs do. 4th and goal at the half-yard line here. Chiefs are going to line up shotgun formation here. Trips to the top here. Travis Kelce to the bottom. It's only a half a yard, but the Chiefs are going to go in shotgun. Chiefs are happy to go ahead. Patrick Mahomes is going to run right up the middle. Touchdown, Kansas City. There's a flag on the play here. We want to see what this flag is. Patrick Mahomes is pointing toward the 49ers. If the touchdown does count, this makes this a 2-score game. We're going to find out what's going on here. I'm not going to celebrate until I see what the flag is. Patrick Mahomes just scrambles in here. It's going to be holding. Touchdown, Kansas City! It's a holding call against the 49ers. 14-12. Now goes to 20-12. With the extra point, we have a 2-score game. Great job by Kansas City. So what they were trying to do here is that, okay, so by the way, if you're a 49ers fan and you're going to complain, that's the guy basically bear hugged Travis Kelce, and I understand the logic behind that. But Patrick Mahomes saw that. You spread the field around. You're able to pick your poison. Harrison Butker makes this a 2-score game with the kick up and good. So with 14-13 left in the 4th quarter, it's going to be Chiefs 21, San Francisco 12. The Rams need to find out what they can get from Matthew Stafford. I have no idea what's going on in that game. I didn't join your review show the other day. I'm not sure if you touched this. What do you think of the Jerry Jones meltdown? I didn't touch base on that. And I think it's kind of interesting, too, because you nailed it, GB. It is a complete meltdown. It really is. I mean, here's a guy who a lot of people questioned, hey, you said you're going all in this year, right? You didn't, during the offseason, you waited and signed Dak. You waited and signed CeeDee Lamb. You waited and signed or you haven't decided if you're going to sign Mike McCarthy, but you said he was going all in. It was Super Bowl or bust, and then you didn't do anything except improve your team in the draft. I'm going to be honest with you. I was one of the few people that thought what they were doing was smart, with the exception of McCarthy. I've never been a McCarthy guy. Look, you had a 12-win team last year. You keep your team intact. You picked up a guy that I really liked coming out of the draft in your starting left tackle. I just had a name freeze. You also drafted Cooper Beebe, who I predicted would start sooner than later. He looks like he's going to be a stud. It looks like he got a stud. Tyler Guyton. He struggled. He got benched. All right. But here's the deal. If these two guys, Tyler Guyton and Cooper Beebe, right now Beebe's playing like he looks like he's going to be a stud. If Tyler Guyton shapes up, you have a team that won 12 games last year and might even be slightly better this year. Might be slightly better this year. So, I was one of the few people that really thought that I liked what the Cowboys did, but you start off 3-3. There's a lot of frustration. I think it's ending. I think it's kind of venting out. I don't think the people on the radio show were really out of line. And I think Jerry Jones, I mean, look, I've said this over the years, and I've said this over and over and over and over and over again. I think Jimmy Johnson was more responsible for the Super Bowl wins than Jerry Jones. And I will always believe that. He had a really good opportunity last year to go to a Super Bowl. They were favored big against Green Bay. Green Bay just outcoached them. It was a phenomenal job. Phenomenal job by Green Bay last year in the playoffs. But yeah. Didn't really touch base on it, but what do I think? I think it shows frustration. First and 10 for the 49ers here at the 30-yard line here. Jordan Mason just goes right off left tackle. Nice gain of 7 there on first down. Really good job. Jordan Mason and the 49ers offense have done a really good job figuring out how to run the ball in this really difficult Kansas City Chiefs defense. The only issue is that you're down by 9. Now, nothing wrong with running the ball. There's plenty of time. 13:58 left in the fourth quarter. Justin Watson for the Kansas City Chiefs is down. Yeah, it's Justin Watson. So what the Chiefs have done, and it's a little interesting, is what the Chiefs have done is that they have Trent McDuffie. He's their corner number 1. They really don't have a corner number 2. They're using a lot of guys. I said Justin, but it's Jalen Watson, Joshua Williams. They've been using a variety of different guys. They're not just using one guy. But they're going to cut the commercial break. Hopefully it's not a bad injury, but it's more evidence that Jerry should step down, and he made a deal with the devil regarding that one more Super Bowl. The thing is that I'll be honest with you. I can agree with you, and I can also disagree with you. Here's the deal: like what he's done as a businessman is phenomenal. He bought a team for $250 million. They're worth, I've heard 6, 8, 9 billion today. They make insane money in Jerry World. Whether they win or lose, all their jerseys sell a lot. I mean, the Jerry Jones family, of course, when you have $250 million to buy an NFL team, you're not really hurting for money. But I know that when he was starting up his business, I mean, he's not one of these guys that just instantly rich. I mean, he had to work at it. And, when he bought the Dallas Cowboys, they were kind of falling apart. But as a businessman, I mean, there's not many more franchises that are more lucrative than the Dallas Cowboys. Are they going to win a Super Bowl anytime soon? Doesn't look like it. I thought last year they had a really good chance. I think they had a really good chance last year. We're going to have to see what happens here. I can't grow facial hair myself, so you can be the owner. You don't need. So there's lots of owners that act as the GMs. Jerry Jones is the most visible, but Mike Brown of the Bengals has always done the same thing. The Steelers with the Rooney family, they now kind of have a unusual situation, but they're involved. They basically, there are the GMs as well. There's a handful of franchises where the owner has a lot of influence. Remember, the Panthers GM was blasted, or the Panthers owner was blasted for overriding the GM and taking Bryce Young. We're back to the game here. It's going to be a play action pass here. It's going to be a drop off here, and it's going to be a fumble here. Oh, it's okay. So sorry about that. I went on rant. Let me go back to this. Play action pass was a dump out to the rookie Isaiah Grando, got the first down, but then fumbled the ball, and it looked like it was an opportunity for the Chiefs to pounce on it, but they bobbled the ball out of bounds. So it's going to be first down for the 49ers. Nice play by Isaiah Grando, minus the fumble. Nice play by Leo Chenal, stripping the ball away. And the Chiefs did have an opportunity to recover this fumble, but they were not successful. First and 10 for the 49ers at the 42. Old school I formation here. It's going to be a play action pass here. Purdy wants to go downfield deep. He's going to take a shot and tries to get Juszczyk one-on-one. Leo Chenal on the coverage. Leo Chenal, if you've never watched the Chiefs before, this is an excellent player. This is a former third-round pick. Chiefs really don't play him in a specific position. He does a little bit of defensive end. He does a little bit of linebacker. As you see here, he's covering Juszczyk out in pass coverage. He can rush the passer like a defensive end. Really, 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 really good player. Really, really good player. That's a great comment, KT. Oh, God. 2nd and 10 here for the Niners. Purdy back to pass here, and it's going to be incomplete here as he hit Purcell here. He's trying to get Purcell his first reception in the game. He was right at the sticks, but instead it falls incomplete. It's going to be 3rd and 10. 3rd and 10 here for the 49ers. Key 3rd down here is the last thing you want to do is give the Chiefs the ball back in the 4th quarter down by 9. Very last thing you want to do. I'm not sure why they're showing Chiefs bench or looking at the Chiefs backup left tackle there, but I don't know why they did that. Purdy in shotgun formation here, trips to the bottom, one wide receiver to the top here. Chiefs bring pressure. It's going to be complete to Kittle, and there's a flag on the play here. Kittle is stopped. It looks like he's going to be stopped a hair short of the 1st down, but there is a flag on the play. We're going to see what this flag is. The play right now, it looks like it's going to be 4th and a half a yard. I 100% expect the 49ers to go for it, but it doesn't matter. It's holding against the Kansas City Chiefs. It's going to be an automatic 1st down. And Z Johnson, one of those guys, does a number 2 corner here. I didn't see holding there, but that's okay. 1st and 10 for the 49ers here, 12:44 left in the 4th quarter. Chiefs are up 21-12, but the Niners are driving. You don't have to score a touchdown here if you're San Francisco. You don't have to score a touchdown, but I do think you need to at least kick a field goal. That's important that you get points this drive. They're going to send Jordan Mason around the left side here. He's going to be stopped after he powers forward for a nice gain of 2. He was stopped at the line of scrimmage, just kept on fighting for yardage. I really like this Jordan Mason kid. Bigger back, 3-down ability. He's a guy that really, really, really has done a good job in the backup role. So huge stop by the Rams at the red zone. Raiders ran a fake handoff to the running back, then pass it to right side 15. That sounds like a good game. We go inside 12 minutes here. It's 2nd and 8 for the Niners here. Brock Purdy back to pass here. He's getting some pressure. He's going deep downfield. It's Cowling, the punt kick returner, all the way down at the 10. 40-yard completion. Big play by Brock Purdy here as the 49ers are in position to score a touchdown. A little stop and go here, went right by Johnson. By the way, he holds his feet. He just walks into the end zone, but he just after I'm kind of looking at this. So here's the deal. Brock Purdy threw the ball slightly behind him, but he really didn't need to fall down. If he just would have kept his feet, there's a good chance he walks into the end zone. But 1st and 10, it's going to be 1st and goal right at the 10 for the 49ers here. Brock Purdy is going to pitch it out to Mason. Mason's going to cut around to the left side, get a 7-yard gain. So it's going to be 2nd and goal at the 3-yard line. Nice run by Jordan Mason there. Very nice run by Jordan Mason. The 49ers aren't going to snap this till 10:30. Is the clock an issue at this time? It's potentially an issue. Keep in mind, if the 49ers score a touchdown here, Chiefs score another touchdown, time's going to be a big issue here. But with 10:20 under 10:30 left, Niners down by 9, but in excellent position to score a touchdown. You never know. Brock Purdy under center here. It's going to be a handoff to Jordan Mason. He's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. He's going to lose a yard on this play, so it's a key 3rd down. If you're the 49ers, you don't have to score a touchdown, but you do have to get points on the board. It's key that you get points on the board this drive, make this a 1-score game. Your defense has done an excellent job against Kansas City so far. The defense has done an excellent job. Multiple problems for Mahomes, a couple of picks. Make this a one-score game. Don't do something crazy here. It's going to be 3rd and goal here. It's going to be trips at the bottom of the formation. Purdy's in shotgun formation here. He's pressured, throws the ball, and it's an interception. Jaden Hicks, the 4th-round rookie, the one who ran on the fake punt, intercepts the ball in the end zone. It's going to be 1st and down for the Kansas City Chiefs here. My YouTube has frozen up, so bear with me here. I don't know if this is a YouTube error or if this is a television error, so bear with me here. This was a massive, massive, massive mistake here. Not sure what's going on here. Okay, so I don't know if I'm having technical difficulties or what the hell's going on here. But my screen is frozen, and I have no idea what the hell's going on. Bear with me here. I'm having some technical difficulties as YouTube TV is frozen the game for some weird reason. I have no idea what's going on right now. Bear with me here. All right, so I'm having some technical difficulties, so bear with me here, is because what happened is they just went ahead and just froze the game. I'm not really sure what's going on. I don't know if it's me or if it's YouTube TV, but there's a freeze, so please stand by. Yeah, I have no idea what's going on right now. I have no clue what's going on. Well, I'll tell you what. Let me see here as everything is frozen up here. I'll see if I can go on the red zone here. So unfortunately, I have to switch to the red zone here. I have no idea what happened. I'm going to go to the NFL red zone here. 2-minute warning for Raiders and Rams. Rams are up 20-15. Chiefs, it's inside of 8:30, 1st and 10. I have no idea what's going on here with the Chiefs here. Let me see if I can get back to the Chiefs-Niners game. And it's still frozen. I have no idea what's going on. So I'm going to go to the red zone here and do my best here. It's going to be a handoff to Carson Steele here, and it's going to be a nice 7-yard gain here. Please check your local file on YouTube for the finish of the game here. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. Dan, when I saw the Niners as favorite when the line's open and never taking Chiefs money line, I took the Chiefs money line, and then when the Niners kicked the field goal, I took Chiefs 2.5. Tigger, you are welcome, brother. You're looking. Thank you so much. I want to touch base on all this. I have no idea what's going on. I'm on the red zone here, so as we get under 7:30, Patrick Mahomes shotgun formation. It's going to be Carson, the man of steel. He's going to power forward for what looks like to be a 1st down. Now the red zone is going to go back to Rams Raiders here. It's going to be Kyron Williams as he powers forward as the Raiders are going to try to get the ball back and win this game here. I'm going to keep flipping back and forth and see if I can get the Chiefs Raiders, or I'm sorry, the Chiefs 49ers game is frozen. I have no idea what's going on, so I'm going with the red zone here as we under 7. Actually, going to mark Carson Steele short. It's going to be 3rd and 1, but Carson Steele gets 1st down right after that. So it's I thought Carson Steele had the 1st down. He was short, powers forward for a gain of 2. It's under 7 minutes. Since I'm watching the red zone, we're flipping back and forth between the Raiders, Rams, and the Chiefs game. Not really sure what's going on, but yeah. I want to touch base about this here. I have to watch the Rams-Raiders game because of technical difficulties, but the Rams are going to be short of the 1st down. Kansas City Chiefs are going to go ahead and hand the ball off. Kareem Hunt, he's going to go around the right side and power forward for a game of 3. So Bowers, when he was a freshman at Georgia, looked like a future NFL stud. Had some issues with his health. I don't know what he weighed at. But he looked like he's about 225. Like that's not enough for an NFL tight end, but he has a lot of ability. They need to fix the quarterback position and get some more weapons around them. But yeah, I have no idea. It's going to be a handoff here for the Kansas City Chiefs. Kareem Hunt slides down. So what happened is it's three different general managers. What happened is, Jeff, it was Scott Pioli, who was from New England. He brought Matt Castle, Tom Brady's backup, brought a bunch of other Patriots with him. And then one of the first things that the new general manager did, who's now in Detroit. 3rd and 8 here for the Kansas City Chiefs as we go under 5 minutes here. This is a crucial 3rd and 8 here for the Kansas City Chiefs here as they are on their own 45-yard line. Patrick Mahomes back to pass here. He's getting pressure with just 4. He's going to run forward, throw the ball, and it's caught by No, it's Noah Gray. First down, Kansas City. Huge 3rd down conversion as we go under 5 minutes, and the clock keeps going forward. The clock keeps going forward here. Great job by the Kansas City Chiefs there. Gardner Minshew back to pass as I'm watching the red zone, and Minshew almost threw a pick there. I have to watch the NFL red zone. We're having technical difficulties. I have no idea what's going on. Did you say Mason is a bad start now? Going forward, no. As far as Zach Moss, I still would not. I haven't had a chance to check out the numbers. So I'll be honest. Mahomes wasn't a slam dunk. I mean, he really wasn't. There was a lot of questions about him coming out. Mechanics, footwork. No quarterback came from an air raid offense that's been successful. Mahomes was the first one. There's lots of quarterbacks that failed coming out of that offense. Andre Ware, his backup in Cincinnati, or the guy who, David Klingler, a lot of quarterbacks coming out of that offense just weren't able to do anything. And keep in mind with the quarterback position, everything else has to go right. I mean, you have to have everything else go right for you, and that's one thing that happened. Gardner Minshew threw an interception. The Rams are going to advance to 2-4. The Raiders are going to be 2-5. We're still having an issue with the Chiefs. I'm not really sure what's going on in that game. We're still having some technical difficulties here, but okay, it looks like the issue has been resolved. So Gray signed a 3-year extension, $19 million, and he's going to have these games where he plays really, really, really well, but he's also going to have a lot of games like 2 catches, 10 yards, but his production will keep increasing. 3rd and 4th for the Kansas City Chiefs as they are on the 49ers 40. Play clock stopped at 3:59 here. It's going to be a play action bootleg. It's going to be Samurai P. Ryan. He's going to cut back at the 20, go down to the 18. It's going to be a Kansas City first down, but more important, the clock's going to keep ticking as Kansas City looks to advance on from a 9-point lead here, actually. But the most important thing is to keep the clock going. This was a great job, just play action bootleg. P. Ryan holds on with both hands and stays in bounds. Yeah. I don't know anything about the NHL, but I like YouTube TV. I like the fact that they have an unlimited DVR. I found it to be pretty easy and pretty good to use, to be honest with you. And McCole Hardman on the end around. Touchdown, Kansas City! McCole Hardman on the end around. Touchdown is Kansas City's just pounding it on. But they're looking around here. Miracle Hardman, there's a flag on the play. This may be coming back. This may be coming back here as there's a flag on the play. As is, the Chiefs have taken a 27-12 lead, 3:09 left in the 4th quarter. Let's see what this flag is. I have no idea what the flag is. Okay, Sky Moore and Lenore just got into it. There's some flags here. We're going to see what goes on. Since it was after the play was over, it's not going to affect the touchdown. Touchdown stands. Basically, what it is that it's offsetting penalties, and both these players will get a letter from the NFL showing that both of these guys have been flagged. They're not going to show it again, but it looks like my guess would just be some 49er frustration. 3:09 left in the game here. Chiefs 27, 49ers 12. Chiefs are going to go kick the extra point here and see what happens. So, and the kick is up. The kick is, and we're frozen again. Unfreaking believable. Unfreaking believable. So YouTube is having some technical difficulties here. Let me bear with me. I got mute that. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm having some technical difficulties. So, all right, I went back to the red zone. They're not going to play it on the red zone. But yeah, I'm having some technical difficulties. But it looks like I'm back. Okay. Only speaking as the Chargers, although we haven't had any luck winning a Super Bowl, luckily we haven't been in quarterback purgatory, Breeze Rivers. You can go all the way. The one thing about the Chargers, and this is really, really interesting, is you can go through NFL history, and the Chargers have had all these great quarterbacks. Yeah, John Hadle, I believe, is in the Pro Football Hall of Fame. Back in the 60s, throwing the ball around. Dan Fouts, which turned me into a football fan today, Pro Football Hall of Fame. And then you go, you had Drew Brees, you got rid of him. Rivers, I've never feared anybody more coming into Arrowhead than Philip Rivers. Up by 20, down by 20, you never know. Rivers was the only quarterback, like if you were down by 20, you're still like, oh crap, they got Philip Rivers. I've been to Arrowhead over 300 times. I've had season tickets since '89. Nobody scares me more than Philip Rivers. And now you got Justin Herbert, who I thought had a chance maybe to be the second best quarterback in the league. I think that under Harbaugh to be more of a run center team, and even though he may still be a great quarterback, he won't put up these fantastic numbers. But Herbert is going to be really, really good. And it's funny because ever since the 60s, you guys have just had nothing but great quarterbacks. So this is really interesting, Jeffrey. I'm going to get back to this here. It's going to be a little slip screen. Ricky Purcell, his first catch. There's a flag on the play here. The game almost is essentially over, but we've seen weirder things here. Trent Williams trying to pick a fight here. Basically what you're seeing right now is just 49er frustration. Basically what you're seeing right now is just 49er frustration here. Look, they've lost to the Chiefs twice in the Super Bowl. Now they're losing by 16 late in the fourth quarter, so I get it. Okay, so that is legitimate. What happened is the Chiefs player hit Williams in the head when he was down. That's legitimate. There is a flag here. We're going to see what's going on. Yeah. I want to touch base on this because what happened is he was actually nailed. The technical term was PTSD. What happened is I think it was a friend or family member got shot, and he just was having problems. So he went to the Chiefs organization. The Chiefs organization worked out something with him so that he could see a psychiatrist, psychologist, if I understand everything correctly. The Chiefs put him on a non-football injury report list. He's on injured reserve. He doesn't have an injury. The Chiefs, under the collective bargaining agreement, did not have to pay him because it's a non-football related incident. The Chiefs agreed to pay him. he's still under that. Just like he's on IR, but doesn't have a football related injury. He's going to come back next week. There is a chance he could play. I'll keep you informed, but he signed a 1-year deal. Going to miss 4 games. So we'll find out. 1st and 10 with 2:59 left in the game here. Brock Purdy's back to pass here. He's going to throw the ball downfield. It's going to be George Kittle at midfield. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. The only difference, I don't know if they put Mayer on IR. The Chiefs put CEH on IR. So Brock Purdy back to pass here is the 49ers and hurry up offense. It's going to be a little past 9-yard completion to Purcell. He's tackled inbounds. 49ers only have 1 timeout, but they can still score or get the ball downfield. They still have the 2-minute warning and timeout, down by 16. Something improbable has to happen, but I've seen weirder things. It's going to be a little throw out to George Kittle behind the line of scrimmage. Leo Chenal tackles him for a loss of 2. More than likely, we're going to go back. We're going to go down to the 2-minute warning here. So, yeah. Because the Los Angeles Chargers are. Yeah, I mean, that's part of it. I mean, it's kind of funny, though, because when the draft happened where they picked Herbert, if the Chargers had the number 1 pick in the draft, they would have chose Herbert. The Bengals, they liked Joe Burrow, and the 49ers, they liked Tua. And I'll be honest with you, you can argue which one's the best out of them. But each team had a different reason for drafting them. Both the Bengals and the Chargers, part of it was ticket sales. Burrow, a kid from Ohio, played at Ohio State. When you pick number 1 in the draft, you do have to sell tickets. The Chargers were moving from San Diego to LA. Justin Herbert played his final game as an Oregon Duck in the LA Coliseum in the Rose Bowl. Popular name, 4-year starter at Oregon, was due to generate a lot of sales. The tank for Tua talk started at the very beginning of the season. So Miami, they were going to take Tua no matter what. And it worked out. Everything worked out. The 3 teams got the picks. Look, let's be honest. I mean, the Bengals are happy with Burrow. Got to a Super Bowl. Chargers made to the playoffs. I mean, maybe not as much success, but they're happy with Herbert. And I mean, even though I want to see Tua retire, the Dolphins got the guy that they wanted. So, yeah, here's the deal. I thought offensively they were using him right, but Harbaugh's always been a run-first coach. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. Running the ball, playing good defense. It's always been a blueprint. Nothing wrong with that. That will win you a lot of games. And then, I mean, Herbert, in my opinion, is a superstar quarterback. His numbers just aren't going to be as high. He's starting quarterback there for a long time, unless you want to do a trade, eat some money, blah, blah, blah. But, yeah. I think he'll be just fine. Yeah, there's going to be an adjustment period with the Chargers. But full disclosure, I do fully expect the Chargers to win on Monday night. So, yeah, I think it's a good thing. I mean, I can make a very, very, very strong argument that, hey, look, suck it up and tough. But look, I can't speak for these guys. But I am glad that the NFL's taking this serious. And also kudos to the Chiefs organization for paying his salary instead of just, but they didn't have to pay him. So, by the way, that was a very nice play by Brock Purdy. He was blitzed. Leo Chenal almost had him for a sack, broke free to tackle, ran for a first down. There is a flag on the play. It's a personal foul, face mask against the Chiefs. I didn't see a face mask on that. I'm not saying it didn't happen. I just didn't see it. but it's a personal foul face mask. The worst part is that it stops the clock. Now, keep in mind the Chiefs are up by 16, and the 49ers only have one timeout. We're inside of 2 minutes, but I've seen a lot of weirdness happen in the NFL. So, Kareem Hunt, yes, I didn't know that. So that's some good news for somebody asked about Kyler Murray versus Aaron Rodgers. I still like Aaron Rodgers. So 152 left here. It's going to be a little check down to Jordan Mason here. He's going to cut back inside here, and he's going to fight for some extra yardage. But even though he got some extra yards here, it doesn't stop the clock here as 49ers are going to run to the line of scrimmage here. They're going to try for some sort of miracle finish here. They're on the Chiefs 17-yard line. Brock Purdy back to pass here. It's going to be a quick out to Purcell. He's going to be pushed out of the 10-yard line. He gets a first down. It's going to be first. I don't know if it's first and goal or first and 10, but I don't know if it's going to be first and 10 or first and goal for the 49ers. They're going to call it first and 10. It's about on the 10, but it was relatively close. It's basically it's going to be the 11, not the 10. So they're going to call it first and 10 here. 49ers trying for a miracle finish here. 128 down by 16 here. Purdy back to passer. He's going to catch. I think that's Bell. Yeah, it is Bell. Does he score or is he down at the 1? Ronnie Bell scores, so it's going to be Chiefs 28, Niners 18. Now the Niners have to go for 2. He should. Unrelated, but I really enjoyed the American League last night, Juan Soto. I follow nothing about baseball, so I have no idea. I actually don't know who that is. By the way, they're showing the replay, and they're going to take a look. He was just short of the end zone here. Personally, I don't want to see any more craziness. I'd like to see the Chiefs at least thwart the 2-point conversion and not get any more excitement. But it looks like Bell was stopped short of the end zone. Still, it's a first and goal at the half-yard line for the 49ers, and that's the correct call. 122 left in the game. Chiefs are up by 16. First and goal at the half-yard line here. I've seen a lot of crazy stuff in the NFL, so I don't want to see a touchdown here. I don't want to see a touchdown because after the touchdown, we're going to see a 2-point conversion. There, you never know what's going to happen. So. Oh, wow. 10th. Wow. I do remember that. That was so awesome. That was so awesome. Yeah. First and goal here for the Niners here. Brock Purdy's going to squirt forward. I believe he is in the end zone here. It hasn't been. Yep, it's a touchdown. So with 1:08 left, it's going to be 28-18, and we have the 2-point conversion on the way. Chiefs here against the Raiders. I will be doing that live, and I strongly suggest, even though the numbers may be bad, you take the Chiefs. You should take the Chiefs. Believe me, somebody's going to bring up more than once about the Raiders defensive backs calling Patrick Mahomes a bitch. It's going to happen more than once. Folks, I'm going to tell you something. I'm seeing a lot of crazy things, so you never know. This 2-point conversion makes this a one-score game. You never know. It's a good 2-point conversion play here. It's going to be Brock Purdy empty set here. It's going to be incomplete, thank God, because even if the 49ers recovered the onside kick, they have to score and get the ball back a second time. It's very unlikely you make one onside kick, but 2 is pretty. A lot of weird things have happened, so I don't want to say it. You know what? I completely forgot about that. I remember the Isaiah Thomas situation. Family member passed away before a game, and he still played and hasn't been the same since. It's kind of funny. I remember back in the day, players didn't miss a game to have their children born. And in the 90s, it was on the Oilers. One of the offensive line, I think it was the offensive lineman, he decided he was going to miss a game because he wanted to be with his wife and the birth of his child. And it was a big deal because people didn't do that. Nowadays, people do that, and they understand there's more important things in work and things like that. And but I forgot because I didn't know, I don't know what happened afterwards, but I do remember this family member died. I remember that. I'll get back to this after the onside kick. We'll have to see if this will work here. It's a Chiefs are, and this is going to be. So they tried to do a squib kick. It's not. It's going to go dead at the 39-yard line, and what they were trying to do is that, and this is a little different of a formation, is that what they did is they put the ball sideways. He tried to squib it so it would take an unusual turn or bounce. When you make an attempt like this, what you're hoping is that it tries to blame, tries to ricochet or make a weird turn. You're gonna see Patrick Mahomes take a couple kneels downs, and this game is over. Um, I remember his family member died, but I don't remember the hip injury and I just remember like towards the end, I think him and Lambeer had like a falling out, and like what was a really great time in NBA history with the Detroit Bad Boys. Like it didn't end well, but I think people should really remember how much fun that was for the NBA and how much the Bad Boys changed basketball. That you no longer can play that way, but it should be remembered. It really should be remembered. Folks, it's a final. Chiefs 28, San Francisco 18. It was a good game. Another interesting game for the Chiefs. Chiefs remain as the only undefeated team, thanks to a really great game. Apparently, one I need to go back and watch between the Vikings and the Lions. I didn't have an opportunity to do anything today except watch this game. Looks like all the games have come to an end. Earlier today, Jacksonville won big. I think Doug Peterson kept his job. Seahawks won big. Hopefully, Amazement did not listen to me. I advised him about taking Atlanta, not Seattle. He said, "Screw you, Dan," and won. Bills won thanks to a second half flurry. I kind of want to go back and see Mason Rudolph. Hopefully, get start from now on. Bengals won by 7 in the Battle of Ohio. Deshaun Watson, I watched it. I'm telling you right now, it's an Achilles injury, and I think he's out for the year. Packers win on last-second field goal, 24-22 against the Houston Texans. They advanced to 5-2 as the NFC North is interesting. The Colts won an ugly one, 16-10. I know Huntley went down. I don't know all the information. I'll try to get as much information as I can before Monday. 31-29. I gotta watch this. Eagles won by 800 against the Giants. Saquon Barkley ran for 10,000 yards. Rams win an ugly one, 2015. Apparently, Aiden O'Connell got hurt. We'll see what happens there. Commanders won by 8,000. And Denver won 33-10, which nobody cares about, except for my boy Denver Gator. Tonight, we got a great game. We got a great game tonight, Jets and Steelers. I can't wait to watch it. Jets are 2.5 favorite. If by the way, you check out my link below. I am a proud affiliate with BetUS. As a matter of fact, I made 2 bets today. I won both of them. One has already hit my account as a win. The other one is pending. So when this hits, I'll have about just a hair under 270 in my account. But look, I started off a $100 bet, and okay, so it just hit. I started off with $100 deposit. I believe the link's in that video below, but even if you don't see it, you can go and check it out. Right now I have 269.57. So it's up to you if you want to take my advice or not. I'm not always right, but I've won more than I lost betting on football over the years. So that's just here nor there. So let's see here. Mr. Wumbo, what's up, brother? In the same breath, some of these games are letting people back in the field as being knocked out cold, clear concussions, but at least they're trying. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, Tua, I wish he would retire. I really hope somebody comes in and says, hey, look, just I've always liked Dorian Thompson-Robinson when he came out of UCLA. My buddy Tim was really high on him. I said, I don't like his size, because he's like 6 foot, 195. I remember that preseason. He looked like he put on some weight, and he gained what I call the NFL 20. Looked like he put on some size, and during preseason, he was the preseason darling. Of course, they still brought in Flacco, but I know he played a little bit. He has some running ability. I not a big arm, but he's very accurate. Apparently, teammates love the kid. I probably won't get a chance to rewatch the Battle of Ohio before Monday's show, but I will watch some highlights. I like Dorian Thompson-Robinson. I'm a little surprised Winston's not going to be the starter. Hopefully I'll have some information on who the Cleveland Browns starting quarterback will be before I go live tomorrow. So NBA is implementing new rules this season, and one of them is no phone allowed 45 minutes before game, no, and after game until all media commitment are done. I mean, it should be a given, no phone. It's funny. There's been a couple times. I remember famously with Antonio Brown, he was live streaming while Tomlin was giving the speech, and then there was another NFL player who was live streaming. And some coach or player told him to stop it. But I like the rule. I like the rule. And by the way, since the NBA is implementing it, I expect the NFL to do something similar. So I didn't know that. I didn't know that. Betting on really? Wow. I didn't know that. I will. I like the kid. I by the way, I love the kid. I love watching him play at UCLA. He was a 4-year starter under Chip Kelly. Won a lot of games. He was a lot of fun to watch. I thought with his running ability, his lack of size and the lack of arm strength, I thought he might have to switch positions. Ended up not wanting to switch positions. A late round pick. When you're a fifth. I think it was a 5th round pick. I can't remember if it was 5th or 7th. There's no guarantee you're going to make the roster. And I just kept hearing during preseason he was really impressive. And then during the preseason, he just blew up. And I would really like to see Cleveland get him a legitimate chance. Now, keep in mind, it's a damn shame Deshaun Watson looks like he tore his Achilles. I mean, with Nick Chubb coming back and the team getting healthy, I would have liked to see what he can do, but things really just weren't working. So we'll have to find out. Yeah, he started playing lackluster, and the NBA was like, "What's going on here? Is just the third stringer would still be happening." Or yeah. I had no idea that happened. I think it's a smart move though, and since the NBA did it, a lot of times you implement a move that works in the NBA, switches over to the NFL, and it just makes sense. But there's a lot of basketball players that make really bad decisions, and it's kind of a shame because here's the deal with NBA players. It's easy for them to stand out. You see some kid who's 6'8" in junior high, and next thing you know, he's getting special treatment. He's getting money. With the NIL now, you can get money in these. By the way, there's big money to be made in these like AAU under 16 leagues. A lot of these coaches are trying to play players under the table. There's a lot of shadiness involved, and it's also important if you're a big time high school player. It's important for you to get into these tournaments because it's impossible for college scouts and NBA scouts to go all over everywhere. So you try to get the bigger programs, try to get the bigger high schools. If you're an area scout for a college, going you're not going to watch a high school game where a 10 and 12 team is playing a 14 and 9 team. You're not watching that. You're watching the state champs or district champs. And a lot of these kids, just from like 12 up to the NBA, just get special treatment, and they kind of lack basic common sense decision making ability. There's an NBA player live streaming with his buddies, and one of his buddies pulled out a gun, and the NBA fined him, and like all this stuff. And I don't know. The NBA player apparently is a popular one, but it made big news. I remember that. But I mean, a lot of these guys, they get involved in bad situations early in life, and it's a lot easier with basketball players and NFL players. I mean, a 6'8" kid when you're 12-year-old just stands out. You know. I no, they're not. That was okay. Yeah. I don't know who that is, but yeah, I remember hearing the story, and like they were. I think I heard it on. Pardon the interruption, and they're like, look, when you're a professional, sometimes you just got to cut some people out. It sounds cold, but because I mean that guy might been like a long time lifelong friend, but I mean he's cost himself millions of dollars over what? Over what? I mean, what? I mean, seriously, what do you gain by showing a gun in an Instagram video? I mean, you know, I'm racking my brain. I own several guns, by the way. I don't think I know for a fact. I know 100%. I am 100% sure I've never pulled a gun out on a live stream. There may be a social there is a social media. There's a few social media pictures of me at the shooting range where I'm with my friends, but I would, as far as pulling the gun out for fun, it's just stupid. Also, he pulled a gun out. Oh, I didn't know that. I didn't know that. Holy crap! Wow. Um, it's a shame because Jerry Judy coming out of college, I just love this kid. And Elijah Moore is another guy. I loved coming out of Ole Miss. There was a lot of talk about him coming to Kansas City. He was a second round pick. It's actually funny because he went to Ole Miss. DK Metcalf was champion. He was like, trying to get Seattle to bring him in. Hasn't really panned out, but there's these guys have talent, man. I mean, Jerry Judy and Elijah Moore have talent. David Njoku hasn't played all year. He's a stud tight end. Like he's a top 10 tight end when he plays. Um, Nick Chubb, when he's healthy, could be the best running back in football. I probably won't go back and watch the Battle of Ohio. What I'll do is I'm just going to kind of take it easy. I'll watch Sunday Night Football. I'm going to set up the live stream for tomorrow. I'll be on live same time, 4 Eastern, 1 Pacific. I'll do a 3-hour show. I'm going to get as much information as I can. I'm going to recap everything I can. I'll watch a lot of highlights. Try to get caught up on the injury report. I will be ready to answer any and all fantasy football questions tomorrow. If you guys have any questions, you can drop a comment on this. You can drop a comment on any one of my videos. I'll do my best to answer it for tomorrow's show, but I'll be live tomorrow. So if you have any questions about Monday Night Football, hit me up. And actually a question, what about Tom Brady having complications with his commentary? Okay, so this was interesting. So what it is that they just have to tweak which games he's allowed to cover because he's a part owner. He can't cover the Raiders and give them impartial judgment. So that's just kind of a minor tweak. And I think that was part of the issue with him being a part owner is can you be an announcer and be a part owner because you're not really objective. You're a part owner. So, that's the only complication. So exactly. So basically what it is that he is, I think, prohibited from covering Raiders games, or if he does cover Raiders games, I don't know the specifics, but the way I understand it is that they don't want him to do Raiders games, but if he does cover Raiders games, they have like specific guidelines. And one thing that you have to understand is that he's a minority owner. Like, he's not coming in and being the general manager. He's not bringing in his own coaching staff. A lot of people feel like this is something major. No, he owns like 3 to 5% of the team. Like, he's going to get a check. He's basically there to like do this. Hey guys, what's up? That's it. Like, he's not telling Mark Davis what to do. Like, let's be very clear about that. He's not. People think like, oh, he's bringing in Bill Belichick and he's going to be at the scouting. No. He's just basically collecting a paycheck for doing, like little, taking some pictures, signing some autographs. Look, matter of fact, I'm not going to go into it. But exactly. Thank you. It's a PR move, but that's it. He's not doing anything. I didn't know this. I did not know this, so I guess that's the reason why the guy pulling a gun. Why I didn't know that. I literally, the only thing I know is that I'm a huge fan of PTI. Pardon the interruption on ESPN. I'm a huge fan. And I don't DVR it currently, but there's like during the off season, I'll DVR it and I'll watch it. I love those guys. I've literally been watching. I mean, it's been on the show. It's been on the air forever. I think it's just, I like both those guys. I think they're excellent. But both those guys are A+ sports journalists back in the day. I mean, so. On TV, he's okay. I'll be honest with you. I liked him more as a player. I think the one thing about Keyshawn Johnson and a lot of guys that are on TV, it's more just sound bites and trying to get likes and I'm not going to sit here and say I don't like the guy. I'll be honest with you. When he was with the Cowboys, I absolutely loved him. Cowboys and Parcells, and he's the reason why Parcells left, is because Jerry Jones made the move to bring in Terrell Owens, and they had to get rid of Keyshawn Johnson. Bill Parcells loved Keyshawn Johnson, and Keyshawn Johnson, when he was with the Cowboys, was one of my favorite players. I love the dude. Early in his career, when he was with the Jets, the weirdness in Tampa Bay I didn't like, but when he was with the Cowboys and Parcells, like that was one of my all-time favorite players. Oh, really? I didn't know that. Max Kellerman. I've been following Max Kellerman for a long time, and I like Max Kellerman. I wanted those people who love Tony Romo in the booth because sometimes he'll break down a play before it happens and stuff. I like, but most people does it, and I don't understand. But most people does. It's really funny because I've tried doing it on YouTube, and you don't have the play in front of you, and I try to break it down and describe it, and I'd be honest, I have a long ways to go because when I break down a play, I feel like it's more gibberish. Now, keep in mind, I don't have a visual aid because if I show you the YouTube play, I get censored, and there's a copyright infringement, and this is a small channel. I'm trying to build into a big channel, so I am not going to. Matter of fact, I was toying around with making a video that would. I might actually put it out. It's a copyright infringement, but it's not a strike. So I made a video, top 10 Super Bowl teams of all time and top 10 teams to never make the Super Bowl. The top 10 teams to never make the Super Bowl is one of the best videos I've ever made in my life. But I use clips of the teams, so it's a non-monetized video. By the way, if you want to dive into my playlist and look for it, it's one of the best videos I've ever done. I spent an insane amount of time working on it. It's the reason why is like I did like up to 4, and my computer had some sort of weird issue. It deleted like 4 through 7, so I had to like redo it, and it took like over 30 hours or something. It was crazy. But it's a non-monetized video, but it really is. It's one of the best things I've ever done in my entire life is make the top 10 teams that never make the Super Bowl. But my rant is that when you have a visual aid, it's a lot easier. I can't use the visual aids. Not on YouTube, at least not yet. It's okay, Dave. You know what? Back in the day, I tried to before BetUS, I tried to get with DraftKings. Wager Talk is something I've been following for years, and I'm a huge fan of Wager Talk, and I would love to be on Wager Talk someday. I would love to be like a football expert. They got a guy there named Teddy Covers, who's one of my all-time heroes. I love the dude. I've been following him for years. But they got several guys of Wager Talk. Barstool, I would love. Kelly in Vegas, who I think she's, I can't remember. I first found her on Wager Talk. I'm not, by the way, we're not friends, but I DM'd her a couple times. I had a few questions. She actually sent me the link, the Vegas Insider. She's like, use this tool. It's what I use, blah, blah, blah. We're not friends, but yeah, she's so big now you can't DM her. But she got hired on ESPN for like, it was, I think, 12 hours. She had something on Twitter from like 9 years ago that was insensitive. So, you know how Disney is. Big fan of Kelly in Vegas. I like the way she, built her brand up. But I won't, like I said, we're not friends, but she didn't send me the link to Vegas Insiders. I would love to be with Barstool or Wager Talk down the line, but Jason Whitlock has, I think it's Outlook. You have to pay for it. And I don't pay for the only thing I pay for right now is the Sunday ticket. I try to, the Ringer. I'm not familiar with that one. Yeah, it's seriously. I have a list, top 10 tight ends of all time. That's a pretty good video. But I have top 10 Super Bowl teams of all time. But the video top 10 teams that never make the Super Bowl, that was something I spent probably over 30 hours making, and I really think it's really good. I really do. I'm an NFL history junkie. I just think it's well done. I really do. I really think it's well done. It wasn't overly popular. Bill Simmons. Oh, this is Bill. I've been following Bill Simmons. Is he's not for everybody. I like him. He's I don't know the guy personally, but I've been following Bill Simmons for years. I'm a huge Bill Simmons. I forgot. I know he's doing something on YouTube, and Bill Simmons is amazing. Now, here's the deal with Bill Simmons. Like, he's one of those guys that, like, he thinks he's the smartest guy in the room, and he acts like he thinks he's the smartest guy, but usually he is. But he's an arrogant dude. But I love him, man. I mean, he's a bright dude. He's a bright dude. I'm a huge Bill. I know. He has I think he has a YouTube channel. I follow. It's kind of a shame because I'm a small YouTube content creator. I follow a lot of YouTube. If you say, hey, I got a YouTube channel, hey, I'll follow you. I have a buddy of mine who started a YouTube channel, and things. It is funny. Like, his first video, he talked about stuff I didn't even know about, and I follow him. Great guy. I would tell you about it, but the thing is, I messaged him because he named it after another YouTube channel, and so if you look for it, you can't find it. And I was like, you need to change your name. He hasn't done it yet, so that's the only reason I'm not promoting it, is because if I tell you what it is, you can't find it because it's named after somebody else who's got the same name. But yeah, Bill Simmons, I didn't know it was called The Ringer, but I'm a big fan of Bill Simmons. Bill Simmons is fantastic. Kurt Warner's breakdowns are really good. Brian Baldinger is amazing. If you haven't had a chance, I like Warner's breakdowns. John Gruden just came out with a YouTube channel not too long ago. It's amazing. I'm a huge John Gruden fan, so I mean, there's a YouTube channel. I've commented on some of his videos, and I'm drawing a blank on what it is. It's like film breakdown, and he breaks down Pacific players, and he does a really good job. Lately, my buddy Luke G at Luke G Field Review has been more fanboy than factual, but when Luke G starts digging into the draft, it's funny because, like, I've had him on and he never brings up, but when his draft content is as good as anybody's. Now, he does it only for players that the Lions could take. He doesn't do like mock drafts or anything, but when he talks about when he talks about draft prospects, oh yeah, Chase Daniels is phenomenal. I don't do TikTok. I don't have a TikTok channel. I don't get on TikTok, but John Gruden is now on YouTube, Instagram. I do the Threads thing, but I don't do TikTok, and I might do it to help grow my YouTube channel. I just, when I think TikTok, I think of 12-year-old girls dancing the videos, and Zach Moss had 6 carries with Brown had 15. Should I drop Moss? I did not get a chance to watch too much of that game. So what I did is, because I was doing the Chiefs game, I watched the NFL Red Zone, And then the number one thing I paid attention to was I went back on the Sunday ticket and I watched that game just because I wanted to see what the injury was. And then when I saw the injury, it looks like I've seen this happen a handful of times. It doesn't happen often, but it's it looked like an Achilles tear. All right. The one thing I'll say about Zach Moss, he did have 3 receptions for 33 yards, and they like him more in pass production and pass protection than they do Chase Brown. Chase Brown's more of a home run threat. 25 carries, 59 yards. That's not good at all. All right, so let me ask you this here, Tigger. Since you're just wanting to drop him, I mean, who can you pick up? Let me do that. Like who else is available for you to pick up? Do you drop them just to create an empty spot? No, but is there somebody available that you can pick up? Let me know. Let me know. I'm gonna wrap this up, and I'm gonna watch Sunday Night Football. But let me know who you can pick up. But join me tomorrow. Let me know how you're doing. Hopefully, you won tonight. I 100% do. He won't get one. He's suing the NFL. The videos, the emails, whatever it was. It's a shame because I don't think it was fair, but it was funny when he was on Monday Night Football. There was a big rumor that Texas offered him $100 million to be the Texas Longhorns head coach. This was oh God, I want to say like this was before he took the Raiders job. So this is I think 10 years ago. But apparently Texas offered him like $100 million. I think he deserves 100%. I think he does. I also would love to see him coach college. I think it'd be a lot of fun. I don't think he can deal with college kids personally, but I have no idea. He was in Kansas City. I know he went to a couple training camps with the Kansas City Chiefs, and I think there's a few other teams. He was down with the Saints, and to answer this specific question, do I think John Gruden deserves a second chance in the NFL? Me personally, 100%. Will he get one? Absolutely not. I would love to see him in the college game. I don't care who he coaches, like which school. I don't care. I'll be a fan of that school. Yeah. Yeah, that's not good, man. Jeff, do you have anybody playing tonight or tomorrow? We're going to try to get you on the right track, but yeah, that sucks. Fox NFL after game panel looks like they're on life support. Hopefully, I look better than that, but I hope I sound good. I can tell that, but I'm telling you right now, I'm hoarse. My coffee pot's been on for like 5 hours. I'm going to fill it up and watch some Sunday Night Football. But I'm going to wrap up here. Listen, both my Instagram and Twitter/X is available. He's going to get a lot of targets. Jeff. Let me know how you do tomorrow. You can also go old school, email me, dantalksfootball@yahoo.com. If you put a comment on this live stream, any one of my videos, I get a notification. I'm going to leave my phone off for the next couple hours, but I'll get to it tonight. And then I'll be back on for some more afternoon delight, Monday through Friday. I'll bring this up Monday. There will be no show Wednesday. I have a personal matter I have to take care of Wednesday. I won't be able to do fantasy football Wednesday, but I may be putting out an additional video doing something instead, but I have a situation I won't be live Wednesday, but normally Monday through Friday, 4 Eastern, 1 Pacific. If you need anything, like I said, let me know. I'll get back to you after Sunday Night Football and also be back on Monday, and I'll be able to help you out with any Monday night questions that you have. Look forward to seeing you back then. Have a good night. And good luck, Jeff. Good luck, brother.